And
hello.
What's your favorite D&D player? Etharis.
Oh, why? Thank you. I'm not gonna say no to that title.
Please.
You shouldn't. It's a compliment, so don't.
You shouldn't. It's your name. Ferris.
That is true.
You guys done?
Are we done?
I think so. Yeah. I mean, announcements. You know.
There's not an announcement. None of these are an announcement.
What do you mean?
We'll be playing next week.
Yeah.
My group will be playing from next week onwards.
I thought you were playing this week.
No, because we found out our scheduling conflict. I have my sister's birthday tomorrow.
Wow. Can you imagine just
my 5-year-old sister.
Family's birthday.
My 5-year-old sister was almost crying that I wasn't there last Wednesday.
No.
Okay,
should have made her cry again.
I'm going to her birthday.
Oh no!
Classic Mark. Forgot about her birthday last week.
No, I didn't. I was there Tuesday because I couldn't Wednesday, so I was there Tuesday.
This man is lying.
One day she will be an adult and she will see this video and she will know.
Hey, if you see this in the future, I love you a lot.
More lies.
No, it's not a lie. I hope you're happy. I hope you have the life of your dreams. There you go.
All right, that was very wholesome, and that's not very. That doesn't suit my world very well at all.
Damn.
So it's time to kill some players instead.
Let's go. Player death, my favorite.
Butchery, Amber.
Just kidding.
Lol, excited.
This is Amber hiding the level 20 Demi-Lich NPC.
No. Says Amber looking at the initiative that's already pre-rolled with like 100 Will-O-Wisps.
Look, you know that at some point it's just too much, and as such you have to use swarms of Will-O-Wisps.
Why does it say Yaria in the initiative? I'm confused.
It's best not to talk about Yaria. She prefers it.
Why is it aspect of Tiamat? What?
What? Oh, Amber, just quickly before
Tiamat is nothing compared to the shit that rolls around in this world.
That is true. Amber, quickly before we begin, because Gabe brought it up, our new conspiracy theory about Delilah is that, when we manage to just about subdue her or kill her, she's just gonna start speaking very ancient Sylvan and then teleport away because she's Mother Knight.
100%.
Yeah.
If only you would use your question to I
she's
can
always near Lawrence. There's some stuff happening around, you know. Never know. You never know.
All right. I guess we'll never know what I was saying, and as such, we're just gonna continue on with the recap.
I was curious, and because I was mentioned.
I think you were mentioned, yeah.
Not by me.
No, that was Gabe. Yeah.
It was Gabe who interrupted me 6 times.
Damn.
Classic Gabe.
Classic moment, Gabe.
Of course.
And as such, this information will always remain hidden now.
Oh no.
But because Gabe really wants to talk, he can give a recap.
I want to say something real quick. Can I?
Oh yeah, Mark, what's up?
And no one gets the inspiration, because I literally think no one voted.
Yeah.
No one voted.
I couldn't vote. Sadly, I wasn't there last time, which is also a problem.
I'd like to give myself the inspiration because of my fantastic Tokas impression.
That was a -1 inspiration worth. Yeah.
Go ahead.
Alright, let me open my notes. Find my notes first. Music elevator for a second. Alright, we're there. Last time, I think it was still the... Was it still the 21st of Aphalion or 22nd already?
22nd.
22nd of Aphalion, there we go. 22nd of Aphalion. After our long journey that we took part on to stop this mad priest that wanted to explode the entire Black Claw Mountain. We came back a bit slowly because of Tokus's wounded leg and arrived at the edges of the Enclave and found a diseased, sickly Halbjorn that somehow we rescued, casting restoration multiple times, rolling some medicine checks, trying to help him out. So Vittorio and Zarius, mostly those two, dragged Halbjorn all the way up, as Zarius was rightfully conflicted between him and, well, the rest of the Dreamlanders, which apparently were in peril, as the nearly dead Halbjorn pointed towards a tunnel going far on the side of where we found him. We decided to ignore that and save Halbjorn, who was right in front of us at that time. And we brought him to Ardulvin, I can't spell the name of that guy, who accepted to take care of him for the time being. We left Halbjorn's belongings with him, and we headed to Balin, as Ardulvin told us, well, there was something happening there. We talked to Balin and found out that, well, there had been a murder. Some sort of vampire creature had killed the innkeeper, and there was only a single vampire in the entire enclave that people knew about, which was our dear Vasily. We went through plenty of tribulations trying to stop murdering masses of two brothers that wanted vengeance. So instead, we began our investigation. Lawrence went to look up onto the body, while Tokas and Vittorio decided to investigate the inn. They both first looked into the innkeeper's room and found a single clue, which was a pair of very light footsteps on the carpet, and then investigated the room of Clarissa, a human female that arrived alone at the enclave and was residing in the inn for quite a bit. Looking through the chamber, they found out that she was indeed, first of all, an inquisitor of the ancient blood, the inquisitorial order that fights the supernatural and those kind of things. Werewolves, vampires, most likely ghosts as well. Many of those undead types of creatures. She did, in fact, have silver stakes, silver hatchets, a line of salt going at the bottom of her walls, even two heads of two vampires in her wardrobe. I think that was a wardrobe, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Everything was quite concerning until Tokas unrevealed some papers that, well, mentioned a familiar name. Not to him, but to Vittorio for sure. The name of Inquisitor Thomasin of the Arcane Inquisition, who was exchanging letters with now Inquisitor, this other Inquisitor. And apparently, she was on a hunt for an ancient vampire that lived in Blacklaw, which in a way is good because it does mean that she was not on the hunt for Vasily. We know that there's something of a bounty that has been put up. Luckily, she was not here for that. Unluckily, though, we learned that there's an ancient vampire in Blacklaw, and it might have been him who, well, or her, who drained the innkeeper of her blood without leaving even a bite mark. Soon, though, we'd find out who actually the culprit was. We met back with Lawrence at the inn, and he led us straight to the room 12C, the room of the murderer. We learned that fact straight up from the spirit of the innkeeper, with which Lawrence talked by using 1/6's coin and casting Speak with Dead. Once in the room, we managed to persuade one of her children, I guess her son, to let us in a third time, and gave a quick scan, and soon Tokas recognized a story copied on parchment. It was a story that Abraxas wrote while they were both at the Purple Bookworm back in Graffendom. Then things spiraled quite slowly, but they did. From learning that it was Abraxas' room, we added 2 and 2 together and, well, figured out that Delilah was the only possible culprit. Delilah being Abraxas' fiancée, a mysterious, tall, elven woman of pale complexion that more or less always hangs around with them. Since Abraxas was probably in some sort of peril along the other Dreamlanders, we figured out she must had been the one to commit the crime. We didn't exactly know where she went, but we found some traces, something akin to bone meal, a bone powder left around the floor. And the biggest place we knew had bones was the Den of Bones. So, after a bit of preparation and talking with Balin, we managed to squeeze another chance at absolving Vasily of, well, his supposed crime. We only had 2 days to find out the culprit, but we talked with Cloud and with Balin and managed to strike a new deal.
Not really.
You did
Really?
No.
Uh-uh.
Oh.
I thought it was different.
Yeah, but that is understandable because you was not here for that part. Cloud wanted Vasily to stay behind with Balon. That was the only way they would agree to letting us get a quote unquote time extension.
Yeah.
And we asked Zarius asked Vasily.
Of course, he wasn't keen to it.
Yeah, I mean, of course, like, why would he? And as such, there's not going to be any deal, and we're going to have to try and sneak Vasily and Delphine out with us as we all head off to the Den of Bones.
Yeah, and it's gonna be extremely easy.
I mean,
our stealthing prowess.
I mean, Azarius will kind of ask everyone, should we do it sneakily, or do we just tell Cloud? Like,
Yo, we're still taking him out. I don't care.
yeah, no, I mean, no, it's like, if we're doing it sneakily, he's gonna seem 10 times more suspicious than if Zarius says he's coming with.
Victoria would
That is right.
probably go for just going out without, sneaking, I guess. Anyway, Gabe, you can continue. Sorry for my correction.
No, it's fine. It's fine. It's pretty much where I wanted to go to. We managed. We had 2 days of time, and going to the Den of Bones would have taken one to go back. So way over the time limit we had. But yes, Cloud did say, "Listen, I'll give you time if you let the Baron stay here." He wasn't keen at the idea because staying alone in town, people that really want to put him on a stake, I can understand completely why. So now we're in this difficult situation of having to go to get Delilah somehow because she is supposedly staying at the Den of Bones with hundreds of will-o-wisps, and it's not exactly a fight we could win. We also don't know her capabilities. I mean, she drained a person of all of her blood without leaving a sign. It's quite concerning. And we also need to find a way to deal with Cloud's request and the Baron's unwillingness. And that's all I have.
The last thing I have noticed that you guys are leaving the settlement and going towards the Den of Bones.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
That is where we pick up.
All right.
They go.
Victoria, you've done some stuff, and you can,
Yeah, I pinged people about it, but yes, the stream does not know. Victoria picked up the steam-powered harpoon gun that has been getting, repaired, I suppose, over at Jace for a while.
Upgrades.
Yeah, it got upgrades, and got repaired, and it now accepts standard pattern pressurized air canisters instead of the super old special made gnomish ones that
upgrades people.
Yeah, and he also paid a visit to Ardalvin and checked up on Halbjörn, and there's been no change. It's still touch and go, and he's not really conscious or anything of that sort. And he retrieved a burial wrapping, which was an item that, regular viewers might remember that the party found a very long time ago. It's actually many sessions ago now. But we found that when Halbjörn was on with the Stargazers. And yeah, Victoria has grabbed that for our foray out into the Den of Bones, because yeah, that might be the difference between
Much needed.
life and
Indeed.
death.
I say we bring Halbjorn as a human shield.
Yeah.
It kind of works still.
Wow, what the fuck?
Wow.
I mean,
You know how
it might be a better
Tokas,
fate than.
Tokas, you know how slow we would be walking? You know, I
I
don't
mean,
want
I'm already at 25 feet. If I get wounded, I'll go down to 15 again. It's not an issue,
No,
you know.
it's fine. We'll just have Tokas carry Halbjorn. So I
Yeah,
think
so I move at like what is it, like 10.25,
I think
12.5 feet per
I,
round.
I think even less, because you're probably gonna be over your carry weight by double. So I think your movement speed is like
1.
yeah, something like that.
Yeah,
At
we
that
can deal with
point,
that.
you can't move.
Yeah, and then someone has to
Can do,
carry
so-
carry Tokas and Halbjorn, because
And
we need to complicate things for
It's a
ourselves.
spiraling staircase, so the other people that carries me and Halbjorn can't also move. So a third person needs to carry the other two in Halbjorn. So it never stops.
Yeah, it's great.
Alright. Halbjorn has just made his first of many saving throws.
Oh,
I
And
guess we'll see
succeeding.
how it turns out.
yeah, I hope he's succeeding with the help we bestowed upon him and the blood I left
The 15
behind.
diseases that we cured.
Oh, honey, you guys helping him is the reason he's even allowed to make things.
I know.
Otherwise, he'd be dead just straight up.
Damn, can't believe it.
I know. I can't believe it either.
Yeah, you can
I got
believe it.
that magic
I guess if you want to know how he's doing,
touch.
you're gonna have to check in when you get back. But first, you're going to have to get back.
That is true.
That's a prerequisite that we have, indeed.
Oh wait, how much does rations cost again?
2 gold.
No,
God.
fuck.
No, there's 5 silver.
Silver. 5
You
silver
really
for a
think-
ration.
I thought it was 2 silver. 5 silver?
Yeah,
Homie, it's not 2 silver.
there are 5 silver.
There
Homie,
goes
that's
still
expensive.
2 gold because I
Your money.
I have to buy rations.
When the money disappears,
How are my rations looking? Oh yeah, that is true.
I
I
had
need
1.
I need 3.
time to burn through all of our money. I'm
Okay.
gonna have to spend all my 50 platinum on rations now.
Whatever makes you happy, I guess.
Yes, 400 pounds of rations is what makes me happy.
Oh, I don't have. Okay, let's just do this then. That's.
What's up?
No, me trying to do math while my brain is overcooked because I don't have enough silver.
Damn. Time to split that gold.
Exactly.
Alright.
I am to go. Time to go. Time to go.
With that, we can dive into the mountain of madness. That is Black Hole once more.
Mountain of Madness.
Flexible casting, Lawrence.
That's quite flexible of you.
I don't know why that was cast. I'm not even on my feature section.
Lawrence.
That's the
Very,
casting
very
ghost.
suspicious. Alright. And so the party sets out from Starsong Tower. Once Waverlin's Starsong sanctum set along the cliff of the Battermas ruins, where the Enclave now stands. Things did not bode well for Waverlin. In the heat of the Crusade of the White Sun, she was dragged out of her tower through the dust and the rubble, a fractured soul, weeping and begging for her life. Only to then, moments later, utter a single word that would shatter forever the minds of 24 of the Crusaders present. A second later, Sunflare, Alexa Avancor's sword would pierce her heart. Let's hope that the fates of the new residents of this tower fare well. Better than Waverland's.
Of course, we're level 4 already. We're practically demigods.
You're practically on the same level as her.
Yeah, there you go.
Level 20 paladin.
We're practically demigods, guys. What
Level,
could happen?
These are the same picture.
yeah, these are the same picture. Level 4 adventurers, level 20 paladin with like a sun forger or equivalent.
Hey, there's 4 of us, and 1 of her. 4 times
There's
4 is
only
16.
4 of them.
I am pretty sure, like, I was talking about Waverland, who was not a paladin. But yes.
Oh, okay.
I
No,
mean,
Yeah,
no,
she's
not
most likely a barbarian.
not Waverland. Sorry,
yes, she was a
Alexa.
divination barbarian.
Yeah, no,
She knew how to strike her enemies because she saw the future.
I love my
I-
divination barbarian.
yes, I obviously meant Alexa.
Oh, you want to be like Alexa?
No,
And what became of Alexa?
I don't want to be like Alexa. Just being haha funny, making jokes about levels and legendary items.
Alexa?
I see. I mean, if you want a legendary item, all you have to do is go out and find it. There's plenty of them
Where?
in this mountain.
Yeah,
It's
plenty of them.
true.
Can you tell us
Um,
where?
What do you
I-
mean?
Should we go
Lawrence
find
picked up a rumor about Alexa and her weapon just
Mhm.
a while ago.
Give us the
Sure.
chords.
Well, I told you guys we could go down there, and you guys were like, "Eh."
I really don't want to go to a mad lady in a black lake fighting hordes of undeads.
Are you fucking joking, Gabe? This is literally screams Dark Souls boss. I want to
Yes.
fight a Dark Souls boss.
Cool.
I don't.
We
I
don't
do not
respawn-
want to fight
We
a
don't
Dark Souls
respawn at
boss.
campfires. I don't want to do that.
Reminds me
Listen,
of that time in Orlai's game where we actually did sit in front of a campfire and the campfire gave us 100 temporary hit points.
100. That
and-
must
Yeah,
have
and-
been a
right
crazy
before
destroy.
the boss fight at the end of the campaign, and then we still got one shot.
Everyone died except me and the paladin, and I was playing a. I had almost 300 hit points. Without temp HP.
Why? Why did you take 400 damage? What the fuck?
Because that's a story for another tale, but that's not the story that we are
Yeah.
writing
Today.
today. Today we are writing the story of the Stargazers, who set out through weaving and waving tunnels, both narrow and wide.
We stargazing, boys.
Without the
Mhm.
stars and without the gazing as well, but you know.
No, we're
Tavern.
actual gazers, like monster.
Yeah, we are gazers in disguise.
Uh-huh. Alright. Encounters on the way, you will have not.
Nice.
Perhaps because fate has deemed it so.
Nice.
Yes.
Thanks,
Nice.
Or because dice
Nice.
go clickety-clack and they say that it's not so.
Nice.
But perhaps the dice are our fate.
The dice overlords have spared us.
Now there's only one thing you need to choose.
No, choices, I hate them.
I choose red.
It's not an option, Mark.
Which road are you taking, Vittorio?
There's
Mm,
multiple roads.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, that is that was my next
Concern.
question. There's multiple roads. Do you have the image of the Den of Bones again? Because I know I have it in my notes somewhere, but
You don't have to worry about that map.
Oh.
I gave you 2 roads at the end of last session.
oh,
We did?
Mm-hmm.
Damn, I do not remember that. Maybe because I wasn't there. Fair enough.
Fair enough.
You're the only one in this room with an excuse.
Damn. What is your excuse, Mark?
I don't have one.
All right, fair
I
enough.
forgot.
We'll take that. We'll take that as an excuse.
I mean, are you?
Hmm.
Are you sure you?
Hmm.
you did, because I don't have it.
100% certain.
Oh, 2 ways into the Den of Bones. Oh, that's why I
Hmm.
didn't find it, because two ways. A burial crypt of a warrior tribe, or through a monstrous warren.
A monstrous what?
Warren.
Like a bunch of caves.
I
Full of
think.
monsters, since it's a monstrous
Yeah.
warren.
I think since it's called a monstrous warren, I'd pick the other just for the name. But I don't know about anyone else.
I mean,
I mean,
it is.
Do we?
Oh yeah.
I want to say, do we know which one is relatively faster?
I mean,
I have a thought. If there's like a
Yes.
section where it splits off, there's a clear like if you were coming from the Enclave and going to like the Den of Bones, and like there's the split off of like, okay, you either go this way or this way. Could we examine the trail to see if like which one was traveled the most recently?
yeah, that's a good idea.
Sure.
I will make this suggestion to survivalist Vittorio.
Hello, survivalist Vittorio. I have a suggestion.
Like, yeah, that makes sense. See if there's anything to track. If not, well, so we'll come to a decision then. I think I'm partial to the crypt, maybe.
It does sound less ominous, though usually crypts hold whatever secrets do crypts hold.
Sounds like something intelligence there.
It
No,
does.
I think a crypt is the better move as well. But again, I would still travel whatever path was most recently traveled.
You also do need to remember that people go to the Den of Bones to die, so the most traveled path might unironically be the worst one
Most
to get.
recently traveled, not most traveled.
Focus things for a moment. Well, if you're trying to track down Delilah specifically, I'm not sure that's gonna work. We can take a shot anyways, but it was already quite hard to find her prints on a carpet in a room full of dust.
Mm.
Oh, we'll see what Vittorio can find.
Yeah, we'll
Something of
see.
a bloodhound.
Something
It's the
about how
camera.
myself.
He looks at you. He just makes a. Hello, James. We can hear you.
Hi James, how's it going?
Sorry, you guys can hear James.
This is your noise suppression not canceling out.
It is on. It's not canceling James out. I don't know why.
James, you're just too much noise.
So loud.
I'll keep on mute.
It's all
I
good.
mean, I guess then we can take the crypt. I mean, I'd say we definitely would be find which one is most recently traveled.
Yeah. Miss DM, am I allowed to roll now, or?
Yeah, you may make a roll.
It's now or
Alright.
never.
Well, let's see how this goes. Oh, that's private, but that's I'll just.
Natural 20.
There you go. No, not a natural 20. It's a dirty 20.
Nice.
Good.
Dirtiest of 20s.
Very, very dirty.
Very dirty.
You should clean your 20s, bro.
Wow, a lot of hostility here.
Yeah, so it's the will-o-wisps.
But yeah, Victoria has a look around. He is primarily looking for, obviously, traces of bone meal that has been dragged through or tracked through. And I mean, yeah, if he literally finds the same size tracks as the ones he saw before, then he's gonna focus on that.
That's indeed what you find.
Nice.
Nice.
And where do they
Nice.
lead?
They lead off to the right.
Damn.
Which seems to be.
Not the monster meadow, please.
A crypt.
Oh, okay.
He has a look around. It's like, right, seems to go off towards the crypt. Suppose that makes sense. If some kind of vampire. Looked at Vasily.
What are you looking at me for?
Yeah, Vasily's here.
Like, he was like just standing there, like, you know, like he was doing like a pose, one hand on the hip, one hand like under his chin as he's like looking around. He senses your eyes falling upon him, and he's like, "What are you looking at me for?"
Echolocation.
I'm
Oh, no.
sure this vampire isn't nearly as refined as Vasily here, so we should
Flamboyant.
have.
Well, I'd imagine they are. Well, if it even is a vampire, but hey, that's our best bet. And if they are, I guess it's some kind of lesser vampire. I mean, why the fuck would they completely drain their victim otherwise?
Ember, this is a question that I have for you.
Oh no.
I guess I should ask the Dreamlanders, but since they're not here, I'll ask you, the ultimate arbiter of this world. Would Tokus have heard the tale of what happened with Delilah and you know the guy that carved statuettes that I think he committed suicide or killed his wife?
I doubt it.
You doubt it. All right.
I mean, I don't see why they would just
Yeah, fair
put
enough.
that
Reveal
tail
the deep
out
lore.
there.
The deep lore.
It's kind of.
It's kind of
Yeah.
deep as a lore, you
I
know.
personally wouldn't tell the Dreamlanders about Vasily's story.
You know,
I
you
mean,
make
yeah.
your points.
And also, like, you know, it's also just something that it is evident to them that she doesn't like when it's being talked about, and they don't want to make her uncomfortable by talking about it. So I don't
Yeah.
see it as something that
That is completely fair and
Mm.
understandable.
This is the truth.
I would
All right.
like if my last meal was like started doing weird things, then I became associated with the weird things my last meal did. Like,
Damn. Fair
Yeah.
enough.
right?
Uh,
Sweats.
but yeah, I don't know if Vasily has anything to say about that. But lesser vampire.
as the resident expert.
I missed what you said about the lesser vampire.
Victoria just said that, yeah, you know, it's probably a vampire. That's our best bet. And if it is, yeah, it must be some kind of lesser vampire, because why the fuck would it just completely drain its victim otherwise?
Looks at Vasily as if you're asking him a question.
I mean, that was basically what he was doing.
Vasily shrugs.
Shruggies.
Things are a little bit different in the court. You see, there's no need to drain a bunch of people of all of their blood unless you don't want them to talk.
Sweats. Right. It's pretty ominous.
Alright.
Also very true.
A silly thing. You can compare it to, instead of shaving a sheep every year, you slaughter it every time you want a sheep's wool.
Oh.
It's not very productive, you know?
No, it's. I look at it as like it's very. I mean, if you think about it, it's very logical.
Very into cooking cattle, but you know.
Very on brand for the court. But anyway, let's head to the crypt.
Yeah, I'm. He like shivers for a moment. I'm already not looking forward to it.
Don't worry, there won't be any water down there, I'm sure.
No, just
I don't.
the
You
souls of the
enter into
dead.
the flooded crypt.
It's the Zelda water temple.
Oh no.
God damn. Not the Zelda water temple again.
Not again. Yep, it happened again.
Damn, it happened again.
Alright, let me preload this so that all of you can load in
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir.
with all your
Amber, I have an important question.
Yes, no question.
Would I have been able to convince Delphine to let the wolves stay at like the tower?
Oh, Dragon
yeah,
Delphine with?
Okay.
Oh, it makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah. Good.
Yeah, she did not take them with.
Okay. Good. I don't want to be the bad dad. Okay.
But you kind of are. Telling
Whoa!
him to leave the walls there.
Whoa!
I don't know. I don't know if that is
She's
is
never
very
made
nice
any
of you,
indication
but,
to you that she wants to bring these
Okay.
wolves anywhere.
That's good.
Portal Fiend can't even have her wolves.
She's
Of course, that's what it is.
She's a good girl.
Uh-huh. Alright. Partay. I see.
You see.
I'm like, I'm so stupid. I'm like, I only see 4 of you in game. I'm like, oh wait,
well, we are with
Yeah.
only 4 of us.
Yeah.
there is only
Hey,
4
yeah,
of
when I
you.
saw 4 people on the VC, I was like, wait, aren't we missing someone? Oh, no, we're not.
You know, it feels like someone like just kind of betrayed us, if you know what I mean. Like just
Yeah.
left us.
Yeah, seems like someone stuck a knife in her back.
What, like a rogue?
Yeah, like a dastardly rogue.
I'll close this off behind you so it doesn't look so stupid.
Hmm.
There you go, no way back.
No way home.
Now there's only forward. As usual, this map is fucking huge, so every square is 15 feet. That's okay.
That's
15.
it's a lot of feet.
It's a
Yikes.
lot of feet, yes, but that just stops Zarius from seeing the entirety of everything again in 1 second, because this game is far too large. The 2
Makes
walls of
sense.
death.
I don't
But I
complain.
also don't want to make every square like 5 feet and then just scale the thing up until it's like 25,000 pixels.
Fair.
I look
So every
behind
square.
us. There's a white ray of space. It's consuming the world.
Oh no.
Zarius looks into outer space. Oh, I can see the truth.
Zarius is right. He's like, have you guys ever wondered about like the void that just exists all around us, everywhere we are not looking? It's like,
Yeah.
what?
Have you ever thought about that the world's actually just stimulated in the room we're in, and not that the entire world is there at the same time?
I have not Zarius. I have not.
I think
Mm.
you're
Cyrus kind of looks behind him. It's like, do we go through? And do you want me to go first, or do we go silent? What do we do?
I think we should take a silent approach.
All right.
Though it's not our forte, but
You might as well give it an attempt.
Yeah, the Baron is with
Yeah.
you. He's literally like, he starts seeing like cobwebs and dust, and he's like, oh, fantastic.
Yeah.
Okay, let's stealth. Yeah. Emma, you can
Yeah.
only ask us to
Stealth.
stealth when we have to, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Very well. Yeah, Vittoria's gonna try and stick as close to the cavern walls as he can. Instruct Delphine to do the same.
I will stay up
Fuck are
the
those?
back. What's our marching order?
Right now, clearly Vittorio and Zarius up front.
And then, okay, Toka's moved up. I guess.
yeah, be in the middle.
Focus Delphine in the middle, and Lawrence and the Baron at the back.
Honestly, the Baron
good.
I'm the least worried about. That man is probably better in this
We know Mark.
situation
He
than
can
any
take
of
all
us.
of us in a 1v5 in a combat, right?
Like if you turn around, you see
Oh,
the
man,
Baron.
what?
You see the
But it's
Baron
not
like
right.
checking out his nails, like in the like you can see. You think how if they're looking, it's like, oh, they look a little bit
What are
grimy.
these? They look like fucking tubes.
Oh!
I'm. Can you
Technology.
guys stop for a second? Because I
Okay.
cannot see anything.
We
So
have
I'm gonna-
stopped.
You
I'm
can't
gonna-
see.
Yeah, I can
No,
see
he
my
doesn't
token,
have
and I
eyes.
can see within 5 feet of me. So I'm gonna light up a lantern.
Also, this before I forget.
Okay, well the moment you like light a lantern, like visual stealth is like non-existent, guys.
Okay, well in that case, I will ask Vasily to be my guide, and I will keep a lantern covered, so that yeah, basically no light is produced, and then if I need to, I'll illuminate the space. Because otherwise I just can't see.
But you want me to be
Um,
your guide? You want me to you want to
Ooh.
hold on to my hand, Lawrence?
I
Baron, we're in
prefer
danger. Stop being coy.
your lock what's it called? Locking arms like this. Lance will put his arm around Vasily and get close. And hold his lantern in his other hand.
Lawrence, you can't see a fucking thing. Like, you're human, you have no dark vision, so you're just reaching around, like, reaching out for Vasily, you grab a hold
Like
of him.
this grab rock.
You grab, like, wildly, like, feeling around as Vasily stands there in the dark, like, uh-huh.
I can hear him. I mean, he's not stealthed. I
Oh,
know
he's not.
roughly where he is.
Ember, do we have to pull out the metal ram?
No, don't worry about
Like,
it.
I know I
Alright.
cannot technically see in the dark, but I'm in total darkness. I should be able to have some kind of
Fine
perceptive
view of dim light.
understanding of my surroundings.
Yeah, Laura, I didn't say you were blind. I'm just saying that you, like, felt around a little bit to get him. Don't worry.
All right, I'm just trying
He's
to
not
validate.
stealthing. He's not trying to sneak attack you right now.
We should stealth.
Well,
You
I am
are
blinded, so he automatically would get his sneak attack off me.
correct. You hear
Yeah.
Vasily's, like, you suddenly
Yeah.
hear Vasily's voice right next to your ear. Alright. I think we can do both. No, I can also hold your hand over.
Vasily, just please guide me.
Lords, you grab him by the arm. You still feel Vasily's, like, cold hand clasp your own. And he begins to guide you.
Is that a dragon?
Alright, for the rest of you.
Yes.
You're currently in a quite rough tunnel. This is a natural tunnel, eroded, created, but not by human hands. There are cave paintings that cover this little nook here, floor to ceiling, depicting battles against twisting monstrosities. Some of them have 4 limbs, which is kind of strange. Some of them have 8 limbs, and some of them have more than 8 limbs, and that's, like, kind of whack, you know?
I see.
Against the wall stand humongous urns, all marked with the image of monsters. In a large alcove on the opposite side, there are these weathered, brittle-looking bones that have been pieced together to form some sort of twisted, nightmarish creature, almost set up as a shrine.
I just point at it and say, that can't mean much good.
I have no idea what you're pointing at.
I also have no idea.
Can't you see in the dark?
You think I can see to the other point of the globe? I can't, sorry.
Earth is flat. Okay.
And what? Like this is the? Is this the?
That's a pile of bones, yes.
And these
What?
on the
What
sides are
is
the
this? Like
urns,
an
right?
actual like dragon skull, or what is this?
Why don't you go check it out?
Yeah, why don't you go check it out, Zach?
I would like to check out the urns.
Vittorio, don't
And
get stuck
also,
in
we
the
should
woods.
stealth.
You are already stealth.
Ah, we don't roll stealth now, right? Forgot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
until it's relevant, and then we can fuck up on the spot.
Can
Nice.
I vibe? Can I vibe check these pile of bones? By the way,
Say
Amber.
that.
Sure.
You really want to vomit and give us our cover, won't you?
Zarius has trained long enough to not vomit from all those.
I will remember this for the next time you won't.
Yeah, I will
Let me
remember
throw
this
up
for
randomly.
life forever.
Sorry, they are just bones as far as you can tell.
They passed the vibe check.
Amber, can I make a? I guess that would be what, intelligence animal handling, to try and figure out if I can. Wow, my brain. If I can figure out what some of these bones belonged to. There you go.
Dexterity insight.
Sure.
It's already set to it. I don't think I can add anything onto it. Yikes.
Nice, good start.
That's a lot of bones.
Vittorio, you have no idea what all of these things belong to. There's
It's
a lot
Delilah.
going on here. Zarius, you can give me an investigation check.
I can.
You can make an investigation check. Like me, not finding my words again. It is evident to you, Zarius, that this is not. It doesn't look like it was a full creature. Someone has taken like the skull of some sort of animal or monster and has essentially like removed pieces from it. Made holes here and there, and then added other pieces onto it, including the horns that are jutting out of this amalgamation. Like, someone has just begun restructuring to make a shrine, like make a bunch of different creatures look like something else.
Victoria.
Nice.
Someone's playing like a bone shaper. Literally just they're all mismatched.
Hmm.
Sounds like something of religious significance, perhaps.
Might be.
Yeah, could be.
Well, if there's no sense to it, unless it's some type of cult. I would like to look into the urns on the side. These creatures depicted onto them.
All right.
Are they anything similar? Anything I recognize?
Let's make a history check.
Oh boy.
My favorite.
Ember, is
Yeah.
this a magic item, chemical object, or technological device?
Why are you what? No, I don't think so.
Yes. Oh, thank you.
These are creatures.
Prithee, be careful. All right, history.
Please.
That's not history. That's insight, but it's a +7, so 21.
All right. This one, and I want this one, and then I need this page. Okay. No. Okay, that's strange. But you know what? Why not?
Hi,
Let me
no.
see if I can describe some of these to
Oh, you mean the Tyranids? Yeah.
You mean the Gene Stealers and the Carnifexes?
you.
You mean the
What are you
Necrons?
talking about? What are you talking about? Togas, the first one depicts an almost an arachnid type of creature.
Sword spiders?
It doesn't look like it is the same type of creature. It has where the sword spiders have these very long and slender, sharp legs. This creature looks incredibly bulbous in nature, and it has these little hairy legs. And its eyes have this. Well, it it has 7 eyes, and they are all like sitting in like a circular pattern on the center of its skull. I'll send you a little picture. I'll send you a little picture in the Stargaze. This is what the eyes look like. It's like a drawing made from above.
What?
So like
It's
all the
like
legs are going out in different directions, and you
it's
see
like
the
Reggie Eyes from Pokemon.
yeah, like a Reggie eyes. That's what the kind of I don't know what the shape is called.
I have no idea as well.
Looks like an atom. I don't. Does an atom look like this? I think an atom looks like this.
I'll
No,
never
it's.
say anything because I don't want to sound dumb.
I think it looks kind of like an atom. That's kind of how the eyes are shaped, okay? Like this. That's the first creature. The second creature, I think that also doesn't immediately look familiar to you, but actually, it looks somewhat familiar to you. The second creature is
Grandpa.
depicted from the side. It is a 6-legged creature, which is quite normal for this world. It has rows of razor-sharp teeth and a carapace with spikes, as well as very sharp-looking legs.
6
Halbjorn.
legs, sharp teeth, and then
And then a carapace with big spikes and almost is like these hairy, like fibrous looking quills on it. Halbjorn wore an armor
Oh,
made of these creatures.
a Kruthic.
A Kruthic.
a Kruthic. What?
I
Yes.
love the Kruthic. They're like my favorite.
A Kruthic or Kruthic?
Kruthic.
Kruthic.
Can I send you
K-R.
like
K.
Can I
Kruthic.
send a picture of my favorite boys?
Yeah.
Kruthic. Whee! I love them so
Oh,
much.
the Tyranids.
You can call it that.
Man, it's kind of whack. How is the first urn depicting? Is the arachnid creature in the first urn also six-legged?
Yes.
Almost like hexapods were the first creatures to land upon the planet.
Mm,
So this kind of like looks is like I mean, almost all creatures on this planet have 6 legs, right?
Yes. All
Yeah,
creatures
Cesaris kind of like
have
looks at
6
Tokus
legs.
like, we are the weird ones.
With the exception of domesticated
More special.
animals like horses and dogs.
Oh no.
yeah, it's very weird how those have 4.
Third urn depicts a. I want to say it looks like a giant naked chicken, but you could also compare it to like a sort of Tyrannosaurus, I guess. It is
Same thing.
red. It is red in color, and it has a beak as well as rows of razor sharp teeth. And it has 4 tiny little flappy wings at the front.
I think I've seen something like that.
Uh-huh. They are not uncommon in
Enough.
some of the more ancient regions, the eastern regions of Castanella. They are giant striders. Often
Oh,
mistaken for lizards, they're actually more of a bird-like creature.
I see.
Now,
There's a fourth urn as well.
a 4th urn as well.
Hmm.
The 4th urn. The 4th
It's you,
urn
Tokus. You're
depicts a winged creature.
a what?
4 4 big limbs and 2 wings sprouting from the back, as well as a long, thick, scaled tail, a head, almost lizard-like in its shape, from which sprout 3 horns, 1 at the center, and 2 going from the brow ridge backwards and jutting out, all of them pointed backwards. It looks like a dragonoid of some type. But you're not really sure what kind of dragon. It is depicted in a silvery, grayish color on this urn.
Mm,
It almost looks like a hive tyrant. Surprise.
wow, would you look at that?
Quinky dink.
No, it doesn't look like that.
Oh, okay.
Alright. Vasily.
Unknown.
Oh yeah, it looks like a dragon. Damn.
Mhm.
Oh, that looks awesome. It will eat me, but it looks cool.
Oh,
It does.
oh, yeah, that looks.
I imagine.
I hope
something
it's not in
completely
this
different.
cave.
Oh, yeah.
Well, in a way, it is. Open the urn and you'll find.
Open your urn right now.
I
The
am.
entire dragon comes out.
I imagine that either yes, like some of the remains are in these urns. Alternatively, it's the warriors' remains of warriors who like bested one of
slain
the.
it,
Yeah,
Yeah.
Tokus will mention it that there might be draconic bones in this urn.
I nod. I'm like, cool. Like, yeah, sorry, it's just like a very simple cool.
Victoria does not laugh, but I do.
Are we trying to help Zarius with his goddamn ritual?
Yeah, I know.
No, I mean it's more like it's cool, but right now we need to like we could take a look at this after we possibly
Yeah, of
found
course.
the
Yeah,
murderer.
of course. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Priorities.
Let's go.
Your priorities straight.
Priorities.
Oh, what the? Sorry, says what the fuck?
I'm getting
Shh.
way too used to you just seeing something in the dark and shouting "What the fuck" while I don't see
What the fuck?
I don't think it's actually conductive to us doing the good. So maybe you could just not exclaim it every time and instead just say communicate some
Fine.
actual
There's stone
information.
statues worshipping a tentacle stone statue.
Oh yeah, that sounds great.
Horrible. What the
Is
fuck?
that a good description of what I'm seeing, Amber? Or are these not stone?
Oh, these are people.
I don't know. Are they Zarius?
Oh,
That's what I'm asking you. Do they look like stone to me, or do they not look like,
Like
stone?
stone, yeah.
Hey Amber, are they a magic item?
Guys,
Okay, that I can see that. It's horrifying. What the hell is this?
that's why I exclaimed it.
Alright, you can make me a perception check, all of you.
I am.
I am certainly
afraid.
able to do that.
Okay.
What the fuck?
Probably I'm not. Yeah, there we go. Teamwork makes the dream work. Another 6, please. Damn,
oh,
Ferris.
that almost landed on a 20. I'm very upset.
Vittorio! You can see nothing but the statues and also the ceiling of the cavern, which spans hundreds of feet in diameter. You know this because floating on the ceiling are hundreds, if not thousands, of will-o-wisps dancing about, gently swaying.
Yeah, Troy's. Oh, continue.
There's a cliff in front of you.
Jump off.
Yeet.
And at the cliff's edge, you can see dozens of misshapen, not statues, but mummified corpses kneel in prayer, surrounding an obelisk topped by the head of a tentacled abomination. There's a picture of this art. I have art of this.
This looks like that movie with the elk monster in the woods. We have like a cabin, you know.
Yeah, which is not called Cabin in the Woods. It's called what is it?
Relic.
You know.
The Ritual. That's what it's called.
Yes, with the mummified people kneeling in prayer.
This is the image called The Forsaken.
Cyrus will hold up his finger.
Not forgotten.
Cyrus will hold up his finger again and say, "What the fuck?"
Amber,
Mm-hmm.
mandatory question.
Mm-hmm.
Can I make a check related to this creature to figure out what the hell is this? I know my aberrations a bit. Not all of them, you know.
I was about to say, like, which ones do you know, Tokas? Have you ever seen an aberration in your life?
Read books about aberrations.
Did you?
Of course. What did I spend 30 years in the library for?
You think this planet has aberrations?
What? Yeah,
I read a book once.
I read a book once. But yes. Am I allowed or is this too foreign?
Let's see.
How can I say no in a gentle enough manner? The picture looks kind of cool though. If every mote of light wasn't extremely deadly, I would love to be here. It also, damn, that looks very cool.
Think is this? Does this look like a path downwards?
There is indeed a path going there. Togas, I'm going to say no.
Yes. Oh, no,
It looks
never mind.
completely unfamiliar to you.
All right.
Whatever this creature is. I will tell you that it represents no known divinity. What you can see beyond this, only by the motes of light that are flickering in and out, is that towards the western part is a very large pool of this black tar looking substance that is filled with bones. To the east there is a pit that looks like it is filled with the bones of thousands of dead creatures.
So a tar pit on the left and a bone pit on the right.
Yes, you can see the bone pit in the image as well. Like it is
With the one
depicted
with the
in like
skull.
yes, there is indeed a skull and a hand reaching, like jutting up out of the ground.
Is it
Rune Titan.
size of a rune titan?
Yes.
Mm,
Ah! We gotta go there. Gotta run.
God damn it.
Even further back is the skeletal remains of a titanic creature, not quite as large as the bone titan, and also not the humanoid shape. You'd have to get closer to inspect it. And at the far back of the cavern, you can see, just gently illuminated by dozens of will-o-wisps spiraling the word is so difficult, spiraling around it, 3 black shadow steel spires rising up like claws from a stone hill.
I feel like I know where Delilah went.
And that is that. That is what you can see, like an overlook.
Damn, I wanna go to the bottom to the skull.
Yeah, maybe after we're done here.
Why not? Like, we could just ask him a couple of questions.
Oh
I bet
yeah,
we can ask him to whisper.
yeah, exactly, and I learned literally everything in here. Yeah, that's
What?
fine.
No, what whispers don't have ears. How are they gonna hear it?
So they'll go down the path.
Nobody's gonna know.
How
Yeah.
would they know?
Vittorio, he's like, yeah, I think the path is the best bet. I'll have a quick look around to see if there's any more cracks here. Also, try and keep an eye on all of the motes of light. Let's make sure they don't get too close.
I would certainly hope so. Not that we can do much if they do.
Amber, am I allowed to once more try and find some tracks?
I'm gonna say that you can keep following the tracks that you've been
Oh,
following.
okay. Then
Did
that's
they
fine.
go this way?
Yeah.
All right.
Sounds like a reasonable thing for a human person or not human person.
I'm a
Well,
human person.
I drain
I
blood.
like human
a
things,
human
like-
individual myself.
Yeah.
Hello, fellow humans.
I am not a variant, I swear. On the
I
Emperor.
think you guys can see like the areas now.
Yeah,
I
the
can,
one
but
which have
I
the
can't
line.
move my.
Mm.
Oh, the guy also have a symbol on it. I want to go there.
I mean, we're gonna go right past there, so you know.
Yeah, but I can't talk to him. Can't talk to the guy, you know.
Yeah, you can't make this guy break all of his fucking teeth either.
Yeah, we can. Oh, because he doesn't have any.
I don't. Well, what's it called? Out of character. Out of character. I don't think technically even 1/6's coins will work because you literally need to place them over the eyes.
Yeah.
Fall into his eye
Yeah.
sockets and go.
Well, you know,
Well, what if
it
you
might.
just put them with a string, like hang them up?
Yeah, we'll
like
have Radigan standing in the skull, right? And like hold them up.
Yeah, I'll stand in the outer eye socket, you know. Easy.
Oh no.
Vittorio, Vittorio,
Ugh.
which way are the tracks going?
I keep going north.
North. Okay. Yeah.
Lawrence, Vasily is standing next to. Like you guys are getting away from Lawrence, by the way. I'm just gonna
Oh.
move him. But Vasily
Oh.
tells you he
I-
gets the
I
heebie-jeebies
literally
from this
can't
place.
speak.
Is that a fucking? Is that?
That's peculiar.
Is that a fucking?
I'm here.
I'm sorry, I'm not very used to walking through
Do you not
fucking
feel that?
graveyards.
Well, you should be at
I
this
felt
point.
uncomfortable the moment I couldn't see anything, Vasily.
I mean, I don't see any creatures, so why don't you just,
Well, I would, but everyone else would complain.
There are thousands of little dead motes floating about.
Is that a golden ring?
Little dead molts.
Don't pick things on the ground, Zarius.
You like
Yeah,
Motes.
I'm
dandruff?
planning on it.
Whew. Guys, you're doing an awful lot of walking while I'm talking.
Okay. Well,
Walking, talking.
Taking it like 10, 15 steps back.
Okay.
okay.
There we go, 15 feet.
That's like, what, 70, 75 feet?
Uh-huh. All right.
So Vasily said there were dead moats around.
Moats.
Moats.
Yes.
And Lauren said like dandruff.
What?
You know, like
He gives you a side glance like what?
you said there was like dead moats around.
Moat. Like a moat of light.
Oh
She did not know my accent was that bad.
no, that's just a cave. Bounces sound around funny.
I see.
Well, what exactly is a dead moat?
Moat.
Yeah.
It is a light. It is dead. Like, what do you mean?
Oh, can I see this light around, Ember?
Lawrence, I've sent you a picture in Stargazers less than 10 minutes ago. You can see these thousands of lights.
You know, all
You can't even see it on the map.
the will-o-wisps.
Yes.
And,
You can see several of them dancing low enough to the ground, even that you can see there.
All right. Well, if they're illuminating the chamber to some extent, I don't need the light as much. Actually, here's an idea. Can I light up my lantern, but using control flame, make it like the same color and like brightness and like, roughly the same kind of light that's around so it doesn't look suspicious?
Sure.
Nice. Flame controlled.
How many feet?
How much light is are the other molts shedding?
I mean, the little. These little guys, I don't think they emit that much light. I think they vary between 5 and 20 feet.
Okay, then I will say 5 bright, 20 dim.
All right.
No, it's not much, but I'll take it. Better than no light. Better than 5 dim. But yeah, we'll move off to the party, and
There you are.
I look at the lights, and I would like to confer with Vasily what these lights could be. Could I make some kind of check about it?
Or you can make a religion check.
You could make a religion out of this?
I mean, we know those are will-o-wisps, right? At
Yeah.
least if we know hear the description.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it
Wait,
was.
do we know what
Yeah.
will-o-wisps are?
Both of you know that will-o-wisps are scary, monstrous things that live in like dark forests, and you shouldn't follow them.
Ember, that
Sounds
doesn't
like
describe much.
most
That's
things.
everything to me.
That's literally
Exactly.
everything in Astoria.
Exactly.
4. Up to a 7.
Sure, let's go. Where's religion?
How much extra
Hey!
information does that give me, Amber?
My father told.
You and Vasily putting your two noggins together, your two last brain cells together. You can figure out that these are undead and that they prey upon the living.
Mm,
This is a den of bones where people go to die, so you know.
that makes sense.
What the fuck is this? Is this a dinosaur?
Who knows?
Who knows? The pit that you're currently standing next to is a 60-foot diameter pit that is filled with the bones of both humanoid-looking creatures and monsters alike. There is this cloud of bone dust that hangs above the pit, swirling slowly, and every now and again you can see some particles like dance away from it and like land on the ground further away. And you can see now why someone moving through this area might get bone meal stuck to their feet, because all of you are already covered in it, head to toe.
Hmm.
Lawrence will exclaim, "So this is the den of bones."
Zarius looks behind him for a moment. Like, just kind of flabbergasted.
You see Lawrence's face looking at Vasily, and you know, and he's wearing the same face as you. And you know that Lawrence is taking the piss.
Huh?
I'm doing what we call a funny.
Need to quickly change the time because it's actually this late. There we go.
Yeah, don't worry about it. It's totally not me freaking out about things and DMing Amber.
Nothing to be concerned about. Anyhow, that is what you see within this pit. And you guys can recognize the skeleton that is trying to climb out of it, almost frozen in that motion, is most assuredly a rune titan.
Focus. I'd like to look at Werkos's heart and see if it has any reaction to the skull of the Rune Titan. I had to play Tokus there for a moment.
Oh,
Toka says.
Oh, I
I see.
escape muted.
I don't know, but I assumed there's a reason he couldn't
Yeah.
talk.
Move you up to the others, Lawrence.
Victoria, I was like, hey, you want to do that now? Oh, but
Yeah, we
Gabe,
don't hear you.
yeah,
Gabe.
we haven't heard you in a while.
Maybe you're not talking, yeah.
That's why no one has been answering you. Oh, I guess you can try rejoining.
Because we can look at that later. Let's first get our target. You know.
What are you dancing around like this?
Oh, sorry, I'll start shuffling instead.
No, I'm just asking.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi, Gabe.
Okay, it works. I have problems with my cable. I'll have to fix it.
Yeah.
But yeah, as I'm passing by, Tokus would like to look into his bag and see if Verkus's heart is showing in response to the vicinity of another rune titan.
As you stand 90 feet away from it, nothing
90 feet
happens.
away. Yeah, fair enough. I forgot this map is humongous. We'll have to go there.
The map is indeed very humongous.
Map view is humongous.
Oh wait, these are wings. This is a dragon.
Damn, I'd like to cast a reshape map at 9th level. Turn every square into a 1 foot square.
30-foot spire of black metal thrusts up from the ground to pierce the skull of an enormous dragon. Its crumbling skeleton sprawled out behind it, half buried in mud and rock. One massive claw is buried within the rock itself, almost as though it tried to crawl through stone. A large golden ring is set upon said claw, carved with strange symbols.
So this guy has a ring. Or had a ring.
Yeah, no, he still has a ring. It's right on his hand.
Yeah, remove it. See what happens.
You should
No.
identify it. You should go up to it and touch it and identify it.
Yes, we should do that. Maybe we have time, you know, like not in the middle of a vampire hunt.
Yeah, it
Like,
takes
I would-
one action. Just do it.
No, it takes 10 minutes. Not one action.
Okay, man. Just
Yeah,
one
man.
action, Zarius, I'm trusting you to know where you're going because I don't see anyone else.
No, Vittorio's the one that follows the tracks, but I feel like they're going up here. That's just my guess.
There's Vittorio. That's okay. Cool.
Yeah,
Remember the
Amber.
tracks going up there?
Yeah.
Oh, the tracks going up there.
Trackmaster.
They
So
up
many
and up.
things in this den of bones that I want to check.
Yeah. There's this weird ass pool.
That not the pool. The pool, I'm fine with it.
I can live without the pool.
Yeah.
Do the tracks go left or right?
They go through the underneath the rib cage.
Where's the
what?
left or
What
right?
ribcage?
I was about to say like
What-
left or
what?
right.
What
You
are
can't
you
see
talking
that,
about?
but in Darius' direction.
Yeah, there's a giant ass rib cage here.
Okay, that's
That's
good.
ominous.
I don't. Yeah, I
Give me a
don't
moment, real quick.
have that much vision.
Yeah, Zarius, we're not all warlocks. We didn't all sell our souls.
Wow.
Nope.
Also, these like are most of the will-o-wisp like
Up in the air?
yeah, that's
Yeah.
an important question. Okay, are these
The ones that you actually see on the map are the ones that are actually, low enough for you to see and give you visibility of that part of the map.
yeah, but
they're
they're
not ground.
yeah, they're not on ground level. Amber doesn't say anything.
I don't say anything, no. Some of them are only a couple feet off the ground.
That's concerning.
Okay, I see.
Let's avoid the wisps.
Yeah,
I just wanted to avoid walking underneath the rib cage.
It's so cool though.
Laurent, I really don't like this feeling.
What kind of feeling is it, Vasily? Have you had it
It is
before?
it is very uncomfortable.
Oh no.
It's like a scratchy sweater.
Have you ever felt like this before?
That's what I just asked, Tokas.
Oh, hadn't heard you. Sorry.
Don't know.
Is it the feeling you get when you're around other vampires?
No, I'm not afraid of the vampire. I don't get the strange feeling. You're just. I
Have
don't
you
know
ever
how to
been-
explain. It's like inside, you know?
Have you ever been near this mass of undead? There's plenty of them.
What do you mean, this massive undead?
Well, these wisps. There's so many of them. It might be that's causing the feeling that you have.
I've seen more undead than these.
Oh, then that must be something else. It's not reassuring at all.
No, it does not fill me with joy, and if we could leave as soon as we can, that would be great. Just, in and out quickly, get the vampire,
10 minutes adventure? Yes, of course.
10-minute adventure.
Can you survive 10 minutes?
Like that famous fairy tale, Brick and Torty.
He turns to you, Lawrence, and he doesn't, he knows, oh wait, you can see now, actually. He turns to you, you can see the shine in his eyes. For you, I will try.
Thank you.
For
Vasily.
you, my beloved.
10
I
minutes.
want you to be.
Wait a fucking minute.
Zarius,
Amber, is this?
have we
is
just
it-
talked about it?
No, that was Mark. That was not Zarius. Is this a fucking tail?
What?
This looks like a goddamn tail.
Does it?
Mark, you're literally doing the equivalent of spoilers in D&D. Can't believe
No,
it.
I'm
You do
asking
this
Amber.
every time.
Spoiling the map to all of
No,
us.
it is a rock wall. It's like a hill, just like any
Okay.
other place.
Okay, then
This thing looks like a claw of some sort,
Mm-hmm.
which is what Amber said before. I'm did not all forget.
You can see
What?
that this greenish liquid that
Greenish.
pools at the ground at the rear of the hill, which is where you're now standing.
Is that void juice?
Sure looks like wood juice.
Nice.
I haven't put a thing up because obviously you can't fucking see anything anymore, but you can't see the top of the hill. Like, you can see like the three tips of the claws like jutting out though. Above the hillside, but it's taller than all of you.
Love it.
see. And there didn't seem to be any way up.
Yeah, I think this is the way up.
That is the way up. The path is narrow.
Wonky
Okay.
with the. Is the path the like the brown line or the gray dark line? The gray
It is-
dark thing.
It's the lightest line, like the ground that you're standing on now.
Damn, I must be a giant. Big focus. See people
Oh,
retreating.
I think
Yeah, go. What were you trying to say, Mark?
That he thinks.
Vittorio, the tracks go up.
Here?
Yeah, there you go. Oh, Mark is back.
I'm back. Yeah.
Oh.
Hello.
Welcome back, Mark.
All right,
Yeah.
then going back.
What were you trying to say?
No, I said I think we should go up. So if
Oh,
we're here, and I
yeah,
just
yeah,
heard
yeah,
that,
yeah.
I heard the
Yeah.
tracks are going up. So I'm like, okay.
Yeah. That's
Hey guys,
fine.
like, great idea. Let's go up.
Yeah.
Fluster genies.
Okay. Yeah, Victoria's like, yeah, tracks are going up, so that's where we need to go.
Real Witcher moment there. Tracks say up, so we go up. That's
Yeah.
just how simple it is.
Exactly.
Simple
Um,
as.
Alas.
Hey man, I have average intelligence. It's just my charisma that's bad. All right.
Simple as.
But yeah, no. And Victoria's like, well, I suppose we'll see if she sees us coming or not.
Just be careful. Cover
Did
your
we
napes.
roll our stealth?
I think Amber will tell us when to do that.
Oh, I'll tell you, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Let's go up.
Yeah.
I will. Okay, does it look like it goes up into like another?
Cavern.
I think
Doesn't
Mark.
appear to. But Vittorio, standing at the top of it, you do see something.
Oh, at the top. Oh, okay. Yeah. Mhm.
Yes. A humanoid shape, laying face down on the ground.
It's Delilah. She sleeps like
Right
that.
here.
Oh, I see. I'm stupid. That's fine.
What?
What?
Why?
No, I was like, oh, okay, yeah, surely we need to go up here and around
Yeah,
here
that's
and
what I.
up.
That's what I asked. The great part is actually the walls of the hill. The path
Okay.
is that really umbilical
Ah.
cord that goes up from there.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's fine.
It is wider than it seems, but you know.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what she said.
Yes. Sorry.
Wait, what?
Sorry for interrupting. Then.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
All right. Yep. Humanoid things. Let's get up on this hill.
I look at Amber.
I mean, that's what you see, Vittorio.
Okay.
A humanoid laying face down on the ground, white hair billowing out around them. Fanning out around them, that's the word.
George is gonna like put up a hand, I guess. To Zarius that's behind him.
What? Why are we stopping?
I look at Victoria.
And he's like, I think we found what we're here for. Don't know if they're just waiting around or if they're actually dead.
What?
Yeah, they're dead.
Gonna take a very careful step. Can I guess a perception check would be.
Amber, can I ready an action to expand the area of light? In the event that this person is in the event like a fight breaks out.
Sure.
I'm like to gonna make a medicine check or I don't know Arcana check since it's not a human, but I think it's a vampire. I don't know.
What are you trying to determine?
If she, I mean, it's more like a first glance. If she's just dead, or laying there for no reason.
I mean, how do you tell at first glance if someone is not dead if they don't breathe?
That's
Yeah. So, well, if she doesn't need to breathe, that's a different situation. Fair enough.
Looking at
yeah.
it now, you see that the clothing is kind of strange. Like there's this dark brownish, like they're wearing this like dark brownish tunic, like almost like a trench coat with a belt.
The hair.
The
She does
white-haired
look like.
individual. Yeah,
She does look like Delilah, right?
I mean they're laying face down on the ground.
Yeah. I mean,
Their hair is like fanned out around them.
mhm. I look at Vittoria. I
There are
don't know
no
you.
facial features.
I'm not even sure it's Delilah. Let's just
Should one
Sit
of
him
us
up.
approach?
sure.
I was.
Yeah.
Victoria's like, yes, I was going to get the manacles ready.
Okay, you get the manacles ready. I'll try to sit her up. If she's what she's supposed to be, she shouldn't weigh too much. I heard elves weigh less than 20 pounds. They don't leave a mark on the snow when they walk.
Fuck.
Those will approach the body and take a bit of caution before trying to sit supposedly Delilah, up.
I guess I will holding my action to attempt.
Hold action to manacle.
Tokas do all the lifting.
Well,
Does she weigh a lot? I mean, she's like very slender, right?
Does she?
Like Legolas didn't leave Prince in the snow, right?
You're not This is not Legolas.
What do you mean? Yeah, it's a
Keep in
female
mind, that was
Legolas, right?
Legolas and all his equipment.
yeah.
Right? Like yeah.
Elven swords
They-
weigh negative pounds.
They really don't use variant encumbrance in Lord of the Rings, man.
Yeah, they should. I mean, I can turn the siege metal ram into a crowbar to apply leverage if I need to, but
I can't believe you would say this.
it's a question.
Oh my
She dead. She's an object.
Oh my
Flip
goodness.
her, please.
Yeah, I'll flip her up. Flip her up. I'll have the ram help me, and just flip her up. Floop.
Hey.
All right. Delphine draws a weapon because she saw Vittorio get ready.
Luffy shoots.
Draw my shield.
Draws a knife.
What you got there? A knife. Ah.
No.
All right. So as you flip the corpse over,
Who's that?
who's that? Who's that Pokemon? It's not Delilah.
Ah,
Oh.
who? Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, she doesn't wear leather tunics. I think last time I saw her, she had like a really frilly leather dress.
You flip the corpse over, you can tell that this person, albeit tall,
Vampire hunter.
No.
No,
albeit
it's a
tall,
vampire. Point. Period.
and also white of hair, is evidently not an elf. Their ears are slightly pointed, but in their teeth are not only fangs but also tusks.
It's an orc vampire.
They wear a leather tunic with pauldrons, one almost like a burnished bronze color on one shoulder, and a red leather one on the other. An frayed red piece of cloak just peeks out from beneath it.
Tokus's face goes evidently paler as he realizes this is not Delilah. His head slowly cranks like an automaton to Vittorio. This is not Delilah.
Oh.
I can see that. Amber, I would. If
Yeah, blood.
I don't see any indication of there being, a stake-like object around this man's heart area, I would like to smack the manacles around his hands immediately.
Sure, you can put a stake in his heart.
What Was that a sure as in okay, I'll keep that in mind, or a sure as in okay, you smack the manacles around him?
Hold around the individual.
All right, I will manacle the hands together then.
Their
You'll start
wrists
slapping the guy
are
with the manacles.
their wrists are pallid and thin.
Ember.
Their body hangs limp
Sorry.
in the manacles.
Okay. I know vampires don't have a pulse, so that's gonna be difficult to figure out. Could I make? Would it be a religion check or an arcana check to try and figure out if this guy's like a vampire, like something like Vasily, maybe some sort of other creature?
Figure out that he's a vampire. That's religion.
Okay, religion.
Legion.
Now, here's the question.
Religion.
Mm-hmm. Actually, wisdom religion. Yes. What's
Oh,
the question?
Well, the question was if, well, I guess if Tokas asks Vasily, that is, if Vasily can help
yeah,
shed some
of
light on it.
course. We have the vampire expert in here.
Hello, I am a vampire. I know what I look like.
Is this a vampire? Look.
I know. Roll.
Damn, can't Vasily tell if you're vampires? Perception.
Yeah, he
I'm gonna
can, but you wanted to roll for it, so like,
Yeah,
go
yeah,
ahead.
not complaining, not complaining.
No,
Rolling-
I heard a complaint
I-
there. I was starting.
I'll roll, no, I'll roll perception 19.
Is that your medicine?
That is my whatever check is needed because I'm not proficient in
Religion.
religion, but I have a +1 wisdom, so it is
Very
19.
I mean, Tokas, whatever sympathies this creature had with the living have long departed. Their skin is too pallid, their hair too limp, their eyes set back too far, and their teeth, even for an orc or half-orc, are far too long. This body play-acted at living while their soul is long, long gone.
Mm.
It is most assuredly a type of vampire.
Having seen Vasily nourished and starved at the same time, could I tell if this vampire hasn't drank in a while? Does it look like shriveled, weakened?
It is not shriveled. No.
Fear.
I don't know. I looked into Vasily. Can you
Yes.
tell if this guy is dead or alive? He doesn't really have a pulse.
Can I tell if he is dead or alive? Do you mean, can I tell if he is dead or undead?
Yes, exactly.
Ah.
If he's like dead again.
I mean, how hard do you want me to check?
I don't know. Just yes or no. I don't want this thing to jump and bite my throat.
Very well. Vasily leans down and pries open the eye of the vampire
I lean
that
back.
lays on the ground.
I lean back a bit.
You lean away. Vasily leans forward.
Yeah, get
Lawrence
your spaceman.
watches with his lamp.
You're like, Lawrence, this might be a little like, no, you don't have to look. Don't worry.
Gouges out the eye. Tastes like dead.
That is most assuredly what Vasily does. He presses
Fuck.
his nail into the eye.
That's kind of disgusting, but I'll take it.
He pulls it back and swipes it on the. I mean, I wasn't going to drink his blood to tell if he wanted me to, because that's fucking disgusting.
Of course not. Tokus takes notes.
Right.
So,
Sounds
Vasily,
gross.
Yes.
if I get this straight, you press your finger against their eye so that if they were just pretending to be dead, they would wake up because, well, regenerating an eye, I imagine, takes a while.
Uh-huh. I don't see it regenerating.
Right. I think this is a bit too neatly packaged. Amber, I would like to have a look around and I listen.
Yep,
Very
I
well.
would like to investigate the body to see if it doesn't have like any letters, any belongings that could hint at who Delilah is or what this guy is.
I will use an inspiration for advantage.
Okay, what were you looking at? The surroundings, right?
Yeah, Jorah's basically trying to find if anyone, in this specific case, I guess Delilah, but I guess anyone is lurking around nearby and just kind of either waiting for us to take this body and fuck off, or
That's a perception check.
yeah, that's why I specifically asked to make a perception check, because
Uh-huh.
I have played D&D for a while, and I
Mhm.
try to make things easy for my DM.
Uh-huh.
Disgusting player behavior.
Backhand him.
What about
Yeah, that's
24?
a 24. What? No, it's a 21.
Oh, I thought you rolled your thing. Your dice, your class dice, but I guess it doesn't work like that.
It's not on perception checks.
I see.
It is. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Go ahead.
While you're making this check, oh, I just totally blanked. Oh, whoops. I was gonna say something.
Uh-huh.
Lorenz, what are you gonna do?
Could I make mine as well? And I'll just wait.
Yep, people make their checks while I try to remember what.
Torio, as you glance around, you don't see any sign of Delilah. What you do note is that the hill you stand on just looks kind of weird.
The what did I stand on?
The hill that you stand on looks kind of strange.
In what sense?
It looks segmented. Like a caterpillar.
Oh, well,
It was a fucking tail.
yeah.
Oh, is it like a snail shell? What, like a cocoon?
No, not like a cocoon.
It does look like a purple worm.
Shut up, Gabe.
You know, purple worms have these kind of like teeth that jut out a bit. I wonder if it's what the black steel stings are. You know,
Well,
maybe like part of the mouth.
to be fair, Amber specifically did not say shadow steel spires, so.
I think
They are
she did.
shadow steel
Yeah.
spires.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, they are. Okay, no, that's good.
I wouldn't.
Shadow
doubt.
Steel Spire teeth.
I
They
remember the
almost
thing
hum.
that I was gonna ask. Amber.
Mhm.
I know Vasily has like the ability to place like a glamour over himself.
Yeah.
That kind of like obscures his appearance
Mhm.
or like alters it in
Mhm.
like minor ways. And I know that Lady Vulpescu also uses some kind of like shape changey thing. Because Vasily told me when we were bitching about her, and he was like, "Oh, I only have small glamour, and she could literally turn into a fucking
Bat.
a bat."
Bat.
Um, maybe this is Delilah. You know, she changes her form. Maybe Delilah's original form, the one that we know of, isn't her original form, and this is what she actually looks like.
That's a possibility. I look at Vasily. Can you keep your glamourish ability working for the entire day?
It is permanent.
It is permanent.
Correct.
And does it reverse if you die?
No.
Die? Oh. Well, that's interesting.
It remains until the magic is destroyed.
Hmm.
Well, if it's a magical effect, Tokas, maybe you could detect magic.
It will take a bit.
Or
I'll need to look into
sorry,
this.
so you could witch sight it.
Hmm.
I would like to make an investigation of the body. Maybe I find something that hints that, hey, this is Delilah, or hey, this is not Delilah.
Alright. Go ahead.
I will expend an inspiration on Faris's steps.
While this is going on, Victoria will also just make a slight mention of the fact that the hill looks weird.
26. I sweat as Vittorio mentions that.
Yeah.
It's quite weird that there's void liquid at the end of the hill, yes.
He's like, let's just say I have a bad feeling about this hill, and yeah, we should wrap up as soon as we can. I'm a bit concerned that we haven't found Delilah, though.
Well, it might be Delilah. I nod at the corpse. But I don't think she would do such a thing. I mean, as far as I've seen her, she doesn't look like this.
Perhaps if this isn't her, Vittoria, you could just look around to see if there's any other tracks, maybe any sign that she had a fight. We don't even know how or why she just died. Vampires don't just do that, right? And it takes a long time for them to starve.
Well, it's the
Looks
den
so
of
vastly.
bones. Creatures come here to die, so it might have come here to die.
Alright. Tokas,
Yes, sir.
several things will become evident if you make me an investigation check and succeed, which you do.
Thank you. I didn't think about it before now.
First up,
The
this
thing is
thing
alive.
is most assuredly dead.
Okay, good.
It has numerous injuries, some of which only
Oh.
superficial, some of which half healed, like they were half in the process of knitting back before they stopped knitting back altogether. They may or may not be also missing organs. And it looks like they've been literally ripped out from underneath their tunic.
Oh my god, what the fuck?
Yeah.
The area around here, I'm just gonna give that to you because why not? The area around here looks like a struggle most assuredly took place here. There is splatters of a substance that can only be, well, old blood, you know.
Mhm.
Unfortunately, human blood and shit doesn't stay very long, like, well in the inside of a vampire's body either. It just, like, becomes old, and I don't know if you guys have ever seen, like, old blood, but it literally looks like blackberry jam.
Yep.
Yeah, it
Like
looks
blackcurrant jam, you know?
blackish brown.
Yeah, it's like blackish brown, it gets all cloudy and stuff. Like, that is, like, globbed around the area as well as, you know, numerous markings of a struggle taking place here. On top of that, the half-orc vampire spawn has a belt buckle that depicts a female face.
Oh,
A
Don't
woman.
tell me. Don't tell me. Please.
What do you mean, don't tell you?
Is it
No, you can
Delilah?
keep telling me, but I don't want it to be Delilah.
I mean, it's not Delilah.
oh,
Okay, good.
It does look like a woman wearing some sort of headdress on her head. You can. I will send you a picture
Thank you.
because I have a picture of him. Wait, let me just scribble out some things around because there's some other stuff on this picture that you don't need to know.
what?
Not, it ain't important.
Enhance.
Oh wow.
White, do your magic stuff. Pull out the text.
Very well.
I'm very good at this. I'm very good at scratching out the text in the
Screechy
image.
scratchy.
Alright, here's a full picture of the mister.
Mr.
It is now in
Blister.
the Etharis media dump.
Yeah.
So you
Let
can
me-
see a picture, like depicted on the belt, is this female face. And a pattern that has been worked into one of the shoulder pauldrons depicts the symbol of the Mageography
It's in the middle of no.
of the Black Star. An
Nice.
eclipsed black star with 9 points around its corona.
That is concerning.
That is concerning. That's incredibly good. Do it recognize the woman's depiction?
You can make me a history check.
Amber,
How
I-
often do you hang out with Jace? Not enough.
what do you mean? What? I hang out with her a lot. Amber, I have a question for you.
Uh-huh.
Is this a magic item, mechanical object, or technological device?
Do you think the answer to this question is?
You should never assume that you know everything.
Could have made
It
this
might
into
in
a
secret
t-shirt.
be a technological device that I don't know of.
I should literally should have made a t-shirt out of this with like a rock or something on the center of it.
Yeah.
Alright, make me a history check, please.
Yes, sir.
Forehand.
5 head. Reroll.
You're gonna use fate?
Yes, 23. Much better. Boom.
Alright. Oh my! I guess you have been hanging out with Jace.
Of course, we're buddies, best friends.
You've seen this. You've seen this image in her scrapbook.
Oh, wait, that's a little bit sus.
No, she's literally a history buff about
I
these
mean,
ruins.
yes. I mean, still.
You recognize this symbol as the personal symbol, as in.
Someone that got tossed out of town.
Amber, if you say Corvillia or something, I'm gonna be very confused and scared.
It's a vampire spawn. What are we expecting?
Of
Well,
Corvillia, the daughter
Oh no!
of death.
Look at that!
Oh boy!
Would you look at
Isn't she
that?
the head necromancer lady?
She is one of
Once-
the 9 mages.
A pretty well-adjusted female high elf. Corvillia
Oh!
fell into the ways of necromancy and became a vampiric archmage.
Oh god! Okay.
It matches the description. Tall, elven, it can probably suck blood of people without them knowing it. It works perfectly.
Corvillia had a place of her own.
In the Battermus, right?
Correct. And one that the Dreamlanders did not recognize, but Corvillia spent much of her time in Marrowhold, which was also known as the Tower of Silent Screams. And now you will recognize, despite the fact that you've never been there, that this edifice was built inside the petrified remains
Of a room
of a
titan!
Titan.
I
Correct.
remember you said it last time.
Jace tells you that she has read like accounts of the what's it called, of the Crusade of the White Sun, who
Damn.
raided Marrowhold, and she said that Corvillia had a moat built around Marrowhold, and in that moat she did not have water. She had stacked like sardines, ravenous ghouls that were continually feasting off of the exposed remains of this rune titan.
Poor fucking guy. That is horrible. Alright, Turkus will a bit scaredly sign that. We will tell that to everyone else. This is something concerning at best. If there's no trace of Delilah, but of Corvelia's presence around either Black Hole, the Enclave, or the Den of Bones, either one of her spawns has, done this. Perhaps Clarissa, the ancient vampire she's hunting, could be Corvelia herself. It wouldn't be a stretch to say that a vampire has generated vampire spawns and they are doing her biddings.
It wouldn't be a stretch. Jace would have told you that Corvelia is one of the few mages who was never caught.
Thank you, Jace. Thank you, Jace. I appreciate it.
No problem. Whenever you want to talk about archmages, I'm here.
So, what you're saying is... I don't quite know what you're saying, Tokaz. Do you think that Delilah is Corvelia, or do you think she's just another spawn?
She just waves his hand. Oh, no, not at all. I don't think Delilah is involved with this murder. I think Corvelia and her spawns are. But there's a way to learn it. Took us to turn around to Lawrence. The coins, please.
I was thinking about this, but when I spoke to the spirits of the departed last, before we left, she was certain that the person who killed her was within that room, and if that is the room of the Dreamlanders, which we determined, then Delilah is the only possible culprit.
Tokus shakes his head. No, not at all. Not at all, because before that, and the dust in the room, we know not if she resided there when the murder happened, or if she left before. We know that the Dreamlanders are in peril, so they left on a journey at one point in time, and most likely left Delilah behind. So she might have an agenda of her own making, meaning that she was not in the room when the murder happened. It would be very easy for something that can turn into a bat to get into a window of a room. If they have windows, I think they do. I think we'll find out answers if we place the coins in his eyes and ask him a few questions.
Well, two things. First, as far as Lauren said, the spirit was sure it was a tall, pretty woman, liked being alone, looked like an elf, and knew what room they were from. Yeah?
Furthermore, someone else paid for the room, so it didn't know the person's name.
Yes, the room was paid by the Dreamlanders, that we know,
Yes.
but who had operated the room is uncertain. It could be Delilah, it is hinting at that, but it could be someone else. Corvelia is a tall elven woman, as far as I remember. Ember, out of character question, I know because I heard it, I think I heard it, but I don't know if in character we know it. Do I know that Corvelia has been detecting around the Enclave recently about the handkerchief with her initials on it? Because I know the Dreamlanders brought it to Jace, I think.
The Dreamlanders brought in a handkerchief that they received from ER, who found it.
Yes, and it had Corvelia's initials on it, right?
Correct.
All right. Yep. So there's that. There's a sign of her presence in nearby the Enclave.
Alright. Well, in any case, my second point is, let's not try and speak with a spirit from an undead while all of these are around. And he just points up to the ceiling.
Do you want to carry him around out of here?
If for whatever reason Delilah is not the murderer, then this is, and as such, we're going to take this corpse back either way.
All right, but we shouldn't head back yet. We don't know if she is the murderer or not yet.
Yes,
Okay.
I'm just saying, let's not try and bring forth any spirits while we are here.
A place of spirits, yes. Here's the thing, right? So let's just run it through, and let's assume Delilah is the culprit in this analogy. She has been subsiding off the Dreamlanders for however long. She then is left alone several days by herself, and eventually she needs to feed.
No, we don't know if she's a vampire or not.
It just... Did you not hear what I said, Togas? I said, let's just assume, in this case, she is one.
All right.
I just want to run it through and just have this thought experiment, so we can try to place things out in a way
It's
that
okay.
makes sense.
Yes.
Okay. So, then she needs to feed, and she beguiles the most immediate person, which is one of the staff, particularly the owner of the inn. She drains them of the blood, and then it occurs to her, oh no, I've done it bad. She leaves and goes to the Den of Bones, perhaps to not have to deal with the consequences of her actions, or escape, or run away, or whatever it is. And we followed her back here. Perhaps... Yes, so she comes to the Den of Bones. We follow her. And then she encounters this vampire. Now, maybe she is a normal person, or she's not a normal person, and this is another vampire, and they have some kind of conflict. But regardless, as the outcome is, this vampire is then killed. Now, maybe here's my thought. Maybe this vampire approached her, sensing her vampiric nature, and then, for whatever reason, Delilah did not want to cooperate and become one of... Points down at the belt. One of these ones. One of her thralls, Corvillia's thralls. Conflict ensues. One kills the other, and Delilah, assuming she is a vampire or whatever, escapes elsewhere. Or perhaps Delilah is elsewhere in the Den of Bones, licking her wounds as we speak.
Amber, have I ever seen Delilah out of Brax's cabin?
Yeah.
Did she stay in the sun for more than a second in the period that I was staying with the Dreamlanders?
You really haven't seen her that often. Like, you've seen her like once or
Yeah.
twice.
But she was out of the
Once, once in like she was at the camp, and one time she was at Jackie Daytona's bar.
Yeah, like Zarius hasn't seen her often either, despite having been with them,
fair
right?
enough.
Like, yeah.
Well,
We
Sorry,
didn't meet her at the.
you've never met her. Like, she
Oh
wasn't
yeah,
a
I've
part
never
of
met her
Dreamland.
then. Yeah, my bad. Sorry.
We haven't met her when we were all sitting at the table eating that time, right? She wasn't out.
No.
All right. Yeah, so because we'll say, all right, that is a thought process. I have no reason to believe that she is a vampire, though. I mean, I haven't seen her that much, so I can't say much about it. I guess she just didn't feel like one. The time I saw her, I mean, the time that I spoke with Braxis, he's still alive. He was still alive, which is weird. I suppose maybe it's not. Well, nonetheless.
What did Vasily say before, remember? About the cattle thing?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. I mean, I think he would notice if he had bite marks on his throat or limbs or body. Nonetheless, it's a path we could follow, but we don't know where the Delilah is right now. We could search the Den of Bones for a bit more, or we could go out, ask questions needed to be asked.
Is it just me who's lagging out?
No,
Okay.
Gabe is totally glitching for me.
Oh boy. What did I say last thing before I glitched?
Gabe, you're still glitching.
Hello?
Hello.
Am I glitching now?
No, you're fine.
Your
Great.
last sentence was just gone.
What did I say? Last thing.
I have no idea anymore.
Yeah.
All right.
Ye-
Sum up. Toka said, good thought process. It's not going to lead us anywhere, though, because we don't have practical clues. So we should take the body out of the Den of Bones and put the coins on its face and actually ask him if he met Delilah and why is it doing here, where is Corvillia, and those kind of things.
All right.
I have a question though. Vittorio, did you were you able to find any tracks leaving here? If this was a conflict, surely there was a conflict on the other side.
No, it's also
Yeah, I was
crapping
about
out.
to say,
He's also lying
is it?
out.
Yeah, I think Discord is having a little fuck up, but I caught most of that, and
Yeah, same. I just don't know why. It doesn't-
I will have a look for tracks, Amber.
I mean, Vittorio, you say this to Vasily, and he's still just staring there. It's like his brow furrows.
Can you like sweat? That's
I don't like the way it feels.
Oh,
what?
well, that's... Yeah, how about you step back from it then, Vasily?
I can feel it everywhere. I thought you said we could leave.
Yes, when we were done. I think we are more or
Oh.
less.
We will
What
in a
are
moment.
you feeling exactly, Vasily?
I don't know how to it's like a horrible scratchy feeling inside.
Inside your head, inside your stomach, perhaps?
Like all over. I feel like I should not be here.
Horrible scratchy feeling.
Do you not hear it?
The scratch?
Hmm.
Is it a call of some kind, Wesley?
If this is the call, then I have got the message that I should leave.
Vittorio?
Hmm.
Yes, that is me.
Yeah, did you find those tracks?
No,
Hasn't
why?
rolled.
I haven't found any tracks because I haven't rolled.
Okay. Were you gonna roll?
Yeah, I was waiting
Yeah,
for
he
Amber
was
to
waiting
give me
for
the
us to
go-ahead,
finish.
and you guys to finish.
Okay.
So,
Alright. I look at Amber.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, go
Green
ahead.
light.
Find those trucks.
15.
Or you don't see
Go.
any. You don't find any tracks leaving this area.
Natural 20. No.
But from Tokas' investigation, there seemed that it had been a fight that took place here.
Yeah. There's 2 sets of footprints.
2 sets. Ooh.
Yeah, but
Did
there's...
it...
Oh, yeah.
Sorry. No, go ahead.
But you don't see any tracks leaving the area.
Where do the other set of footprints end?
Here with this corpse.
I'm gonna look at Vasily for a moment and ask Vasily, do
Hmm.
you remember the sword you made when we were fighting Scrakequall?
Yes.
Right. Is that magic?
What do you mean is that magic? Yes, it's magic.
I believe magic.
Could you do it again
Why?
so I can feel it?
But
Well,
What?
if you're using
Zarius, is this one of the weird the weird witch site things again?
yes, well, if you magic leaves traces, so maybe the physical things stop, but maybe if there was magic that left
Oh,
a trace.
sorry, great idea. Let's start to ritual cast detect magic.
If you use your sword, might be able to sense how it actually feels like, and then see if there's anything like that around.
All of your stuff is most assuredly broken now.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like,
Oh.
I mean, I assumed it was kind of broken by the time we got up here, and we've been like talking and just kind of
with a
stand,
light, you know.
kind of just standing around.
Yeah, no, I'm just informing you.
Yeah, thank you. That's very, very kind of you.
I don't think I want to right now. Just that we could leave.
Can I which site?
Very well.
Just this, like general which site?
Just the two
I'll
of us.
pump an inspiration in it because I really want to see if there's a. Okay.
Jesus Christ. I had a
A
hiccup and
moment.
a half there. Alright, where are you, my thing? That I'm looking for. Not this. Alright. Okay. So as you expand your what's it called? Your magical awareness beyond yourself and the immediate area around you. And you can begin to feel the ebb and flow of magic of life force. The way it tickles at the back of your head.
Switch.
There is life around you. There is an unusual phenomena. A sort of a change in the way life force flows in this area, emanating from these spires. You're also standing on something that is very much alive.
Switch. Huh?
Can you repeat that? Because the internet is not is dying.
Sorry to open.
Ah, okay. I think I heard it.
As he looks down and just, guys, whatever we're standing on is still alive.
Oh, that's
What?
fucking fantastic. Vitor's is gonna heft the corpse over his shoulder. Let's get down from here.
Yep.
I said this hill was strange, and I had a bad feeling about this.
I guess your feeling was right.
Whatever alive is in this place, I'm gonna slowly try to step away.
Amber, I'll heft him over my shoulder. I don't know if that you consider that slows me down to 15 feet, or if I can just carry him.
Make me an athletics constitution check.
Athletic.
Athletics, constitution.
Right, we still can't change the things, so this is a...
Oh, that's broken.
Yeah. So it's a plus 7 instead of so it's a 14. Wow, that was really bad.
What do you mean really bad?
Okay. Vittorio, he's not like the heaviest person, but you know, like there's still weight here. And also he's also still
There's
wearing
meat on the
like
bone.
full armor.
Sure.
Your speed is slowed by 5 feet.
Okay.
We won't be able to keep this up for ages.
No, that's fair.
Don't worry about it. I also move at 25 feet per second, so it's fine.
Per second even. Wow, that's very fast. Yo-yo sound.
Yes, you sound. All right, let's get down to business, or out of business, I guess.
All right, what do you do?
Please get down from this hill first and foremost, I think.
Yeah.
Okay, what are you going to do after that?
Out
Uh,
of this place, and
I-
yeah, ask the guy with 6 coins.
Okay, in that case, I'm just going to move you.
I assume, just to clarify, I assume our intent is to go back into the Den of Bones afterwards, right?
Yes, because we don't know if Delilah is still here. So I'd say we just go out of the Denambos, out of the reach of the 20,000 will-o-wisps that
Yeah.
might get upset if we summon the soul of a half vampire
Yeah.
spawn. And then go back.
All right. Just so that both we and the DM are aware that we are not just leaving.
DM TM.
Mhm. All right, what do you do?
Well, it is.
Put the 1/6 coin on the face of this guy.
Once we're out and we're secured, I will illuminate the chamber. And then as I begin to move to begin the activation of the magic item, or begin the ritual, Mars will stop
Uh,
and be like, wait a second. I had a realization. The corpse, it can identify friends from foe, so we need to appear as friends, not foes.
Oh, it's like. So what you're telling me is you want Vasily to talk to it.
Yes, and I want Vasily to wear that belt, provided Tokas tells me it's not magical.
But you want me
I
to put on their clothing.
No, I want you to put on the belt that's an identifier that you're with whoever.
Corvelia's number
Corvelia.
of vampire spawns.
No,
No,
probably should
Vasily?
not have stepped out his eye then if you wanted him to see it, but you know.
Well, he has another eye.
Yeah, I guess so. Suppose that is true.
Oh, well, I suppose we do cover the eyes with coins. Oh, well. I mean, maybe it'll be like a sixth sense. But Vasily, could you at least talk to them?
Very well. I don't know what is the difference, but you know.
Thank you.
I look at Lawrence and I'm like, you should probably explain how this spell works.
About to. So the way it works typically is that we ask the corpse 5 questions, the spirit reanimates it and answers those 5 questions. If it identifies you as a friend, it generally is more willing to divulge information. If it identifies you as an enemy, it is not required to answer. It can't learn any new information. So the answers of one question or the questions asked previously will have no effect on future questions.
If it cannot learn new information, then how can it learn that I am not
It can identify you. That's what it can do. I don't make the spell, Vasily. I just know how it works.
I see. Whoever made the spell, not very clear what they want to do.
Speak with dead, I imagine.
Strange caveats, they said, but whatever.
So, I place the 2 coins in Vasily's hand.
Plops them on the eyes.
Close those eyes and plops them on.
Mm-hmm.
I tell Vasily the command word.
All right.
You're back.
What questions do we want to ask the corpse, by the way?
Mm.
It's a good question.
How did you perish? Or who slayed you?
Describe. I think describe is better.
Describe your assailant.
Yeah, describe the assailant that slayed you.
All right. I'll roll the introduction to the ritual, and then you guys can just tell me which questions you would like to ask in order.
Sure.
Vasily speaks the words necessary to summon forth a facsimile of his creature's spirit. Immediately, the area is filled with an acrid and powerful smell of incense. It's almost as though the smoke is coiling around you. And coiling around the corpse for you. There's a disconcerting sound that breaks the silence. Something like a shuddering rasp, a crack in bones. As the corpse seizes, lifting and stretching out its limbs. And digging hands into the ground. You know that the time is short, but now you have an opportunity to ask your questions of the dead. What is the first one?
Describe the person who assailed you.
Alright. Oh, no, that's not it. It's this one. The corpse shifts its head left and right. And its almost clawed fingertips scratch into the soil as though grasping at something that it is not holding any longer. A woman. Tall. Pale. Like a spawn. Head tilts again. But that's not a spawn. No. Full silent.
Why did you and your assailant fight?
The left hand balls into a fist. Muscles distending underneath pallid skin. It's almost like a snarl pulls itself into the muscles around the nose and mouth. She's trying to get to the queen. I can't let her. I won't let her.
Yes, I guess the next question would be, where is the queen?
Mm-hmm.
But okay, yeah, I'll just go with that.
Well,
And in pursuit of the queen, where did your assailant go?
you're asking where she went.
Yeah, I wanna know where she went, where she's going, like, to get to the queen.
So I guess in pursuit of the queen, where would your assailant go? I guess.
Say, like, Lauren's the question, where did she go? Like, he
Yeah,
doesn't
no,
know
she
because he's a
doesn't.
corpse.
Yeah.
He will tell you. But she would go to the vault of the queen,
Where's the
where she rests. Slumbers.
I guess the next question we could ask is, how do we get there? And then maybe we could trace the route to try to, like, catch her along the route. Because, I mean, if she tries to kick down the door and wake up ancient vampire mommy, I don't know about you guys, but that's rather problematic.
Yeah, that's a little
Oh.
problem. Just a little bit.
It's kind of like with Aldous Vane, right? We gotta stop him before he wakes up the Shadow Steel.
No, I agree. I agree completely.
Gabe is also typing in
Mhm.
Discord. Let's
Thus
see
I wait.
if he has a real 20-int brain moment. He stopped typing. He's typing again.
Edge of my seat. Seat literally collapsing beneath the amount of weight I am pressing forward against it.
Speed.
Okay. I think that's a good last two questions, like asking him like directions to get to the vault and then asking him what this what his assailant wants from his
From
queen.
yeah, but yeah, I think that's good.
Alright. Mark, any additions?
No, I think that's actually pretty good. Oh.
Right, Amber.
Mhm.
Or Vasily will then ask the questions. For pretty much how to get to the vault. Like we need actionable directions to get to the vault.
I can't believe you did that, Amber.
Mhm.
Okay.
The spawn clenches both hands. If he were alive, his knuckles would probably go white with the amount of pressure and exertion that goes into this clench.
We
He utters a single word. No.
Lars opens his mouth. Whispers. The replies are supposed to be truthful. Okay. Well, I guess here's a better question. I mean, maybe we could try re-asking the question and preface it with so or something like or like for the safety and protection of the queen. Where might we find where can we find her vault in order to stop your assailant from waking her from her sacred slumber, or something along those lines? Because he doesn't know the previous questions we asked and the previous information he gave. Because he can't learn new information. But yes, that's why we preface it with that. We preface the question with, like, we are going, where is this so we can do this? Because we could ask the other question. Oh, he doesn't know your truthful answer? Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he can choose
This
not
is
to.
cruel.
Yeah.
Fair enough, yeah. Anyway, that's why we gotta preface it. How can we do that, Gabe? How do we find our way to the vault? Okay, so maybe Okay, well, we have one more question. We might as well use it then, off the chance that we maybe get the information we want.
The knowing what Delilah wants is also important.
Yeah, it's true. It is important, but not as important as how we get there, because you know, if we know one of these things, we can act upon it. If we know the other one of these things, then we can't really do much with it. It'll be important later for sure, but like right now, where we need to actually figure out tangible directions in this giant underground maze, knowing where to go is more important than what Delilah wants.
Yeah, like we need to be able to, stop her before we can.
We will waste our 5th question, is what I feel.
Might as well try. I will take this maybe with a higher percentage chance of getting what we want over the maybe of, hey Jace, how do we get to the vault of this vampire that's been hidden away? That not even the Order of the White Sun could find.
I mean, it would be good to know why the fuck she's going there. If it's to wake her, or just
Wake her up and ask her a question. Like when Mechanicus goes to a tomb world and is like, "Hey yo, how you make this toaster?" And the Necron's like, "Fuck off, we're sleeping."
But as for finding the place, I mean, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm pretty sure we might be able to suss some things out on our own, but yeah, I don't know. It is a pickle.
It is indeed a pickle. Right.
I'm just waiting to see what Gabe says. And I guess then we will decide.
You do have a map.
Yeah, is a Vault
Yeah.
of the Vampire Mommy on it?
I don't know, is it?
Maybe. Fortunately, we don't have time mid-casting of this spell to look through it,
No.
Hmm?
so we have to make a choice. And I am more for asking the question again, but with a different phrasing to it.
All right.
All right. Okay. Amber, we'll ask the question again with the different phrasing.
Tell me the phrasing.
What did I say before?
Hmm.
Um.
You can take your time, keeping in mind that I can't learn of anything new.
I am back, more or less.
Welcome back. Vasily is looking at one of the urns.
Which one?
One of the spiders. Like, look at the little spider.
Look at it.
Looks a bit weird.
And look at the
Looks a bit
dragon
monstrous.
one. Look at the dragon one.
I look at Zarius. Do you want to look into it?
Desecrating the dead? You really think that's a good idea, Tokas?
You think it's the first time I've done it?
If you want to open it, go ahead, but I really don't think desecrating the dead is a good idea.
Never has been, to be fair. I wonder if this is some sort of burial place, or, well, I wonder who put these bones in there. You know? It's a giant urn, so someone made a giant urn and then put bones of what looks like a dragon in it.
Yeah. I mean, if there's
What?
anything
You're
that
telling me that they have dead people in this crypt?
Yeah.
I think there's an entire spider in there. Spider don't have bones, I think.
No,
Spider
it
bones.
might not be a spider. Might be like a spider-like creature with bones.
He
Or maybe
blinks.
there's an empty carapace.
Empty carapace. You can wear it like a little spider costume.
I look at the giant urn. I look at my 3'7" self. I look at the banner. I think that'd be a bit too hard.
What do you
Size
mean?
difference.
It's very good Hallows Eve costume.
Is this a small people joke?
What, me?
Yes,
No,
you.
that is below me.
I stare at him in the eye. I blink.
How do you yeah, okay. I have a question. I feel like if I've read this vampire spawn right, this will be this might get results. You have fallen in your duty to protect the queen from your assailant, who now attempts to wake her from our ancient slumber. And tell me, Spawn, where can I find the vault of the queen so I might succeed where you failed her?
I don't think he can learn that he's dead.
That he can't learn that he's dead. I don't
Yeah.
think he can learn that we are in any way related to this queen, and if by assumption he doesn't know any information about the person that is
Only
asking.
knows the question asked.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
if it's based by the judgment, there you go, the judgment of the spirit of this vampire spawn, he is most likely not gonna answer to anyone, because being that his queen, it's most likely the deepest secret that he has to, hide the location of his queen. So even if it was another vampire spawn of Corvelia asking him a question, he most likely wouldn't say anything because he doesn't realize that it's another vampire spawn. And by not knowing the identity of, who's asking you a question, he's most likely not going to say much.
Then the question is there any combination of words that I could say right now that you couldn't apply that logic to?
I have no idea, which is why I didn't want to ask this question again. Since I voted
All right.
against.
Does the other people that did want to ask this question have anything to say about this question? Any way we could tweak it or word it or do it that for this particular answer or another answer that you think would improve our odds?
Something about
There's clearly like a built-in loyalty, as far as I'm concerned, for the queen, and so it's like you failed her, like you need to protect her.
Yeah, but to him, he hasn't failed yet.
Yep.
Like
He doesn't know that he's dead, basically.
he's in the end of the battle. Like, when his assailant, he's like if he was killed during her battle, he's still possesses the
battling
mind
pool.
of when he was battling her.
Yep.
Yeah, and so we tell him he's fallen in his duty.
Yeah, but he can't
You
learn
can't
that.
learn that.
But he can because we tell him the question, and he learns the question.
But that's
Yeah,
what
but
you
he can't learn from the question you ask him. He can only answer it.
Yeah, he can't. He can answer with knowledge that he has already, but he can't learn any new knowledge. So learning that he died is new knowledge, even if it's from the question
But like,
itself.
if you were to say to him in the question, the like he doesn't know the capital of England, and you say the capital of England is London. What is the capital of England? Then he
That's
can't
two
answer that
sentences,
question.
though.
Yeah, but if you were to phrase it in a way that
If
he
the
would learn it
capital
in
of
a
London
question,
was England, which capital would England have? And he can't tell you.
he can't tell you
What
because he can't
would
learn that.
tell you. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is true. This is how the spell works. It's a good spell, but not infallible.
I mean, in that case, I do think we might as well ask what she wanted out of the fight, I guess.
I think there's a very good chance this guy has no idea.
No, but like
Well, we're
that's
playing with
that's-
chances here, and we have chances of finding out what the place is on our own, chances that this guy will answer a truthful question instead of a no again, and chances that he has any idea of what Delilah wants. We just need to pick the one.
yeah,
And
like
we
he's
know
already
he
told
can't
us where
learn
she's
anything.
going. Yeah, he already told us where she's going. He's not willing to tell us where the thing is that she's going to.
Mm-hmm.
So we might as well learn what she wants because
He's
If
not
they
willing to disclose the location of the vault for you.
yeah, no,
Yeah.
no, that's what I said. Yeah, we might as well see if we can. Could we maybe not ask what he wanted?
I mean, we kind of
I don't care what
know.
this guy wants.
I was about to say I wanted to know his identity, but at this point I think it's superfluous, as he's just a vampire spawn and no one really more important than that. We could
What if we asked what the queen's name is?
Corvillia, we know that.
Oh, Corellia. Sorry,
Yeah.
I missed that.
No, don't worry about it. We could ask what Delilah wants. Which I mean, I think getting an insight on what she wants might help us understand maybe the path she's taking. If she needs some sort of tool to kill her, we might
Ooh,
also
that's a
just
good.
track down what this thing is instead of going directly to the vault. We might have to face vampire spawns and other atrocities of the undead variety.
At a character, I think we can just take one vampire spawn.
I mean, out of
Two.
character, taking a vampire spawn is not on my to-do list in
Yes.
general.
It's not on this list. Yeah.
Amber, when the vampire spawn Templar steps out of the gate.
The level 24 paladin vampire spawn protecting the tombstone of Corvillia comes
he's
out.
like he's not even a fallen like an oath breaker. He's just a straight up oath of the crown paladin. It doesn't matter
His devotion keeps him there.
devotion keeps him there, and his fucking queen's a vampire. But it's like, yeah, I'm evil as shit, but man,
But I still
do with
serve the queen.
I serve the crown.
Yeah. Right. I mean, I think we could just ask him. I have no other ideas that come to mind right now,
Yeah,
and I don't want to waste too much session time on this.
Yeah, what we can just ask him. What do you think she wants? Because
Mhm.
if we ask him what she wants, he can take that question literal and be like, I don't know. But if we ask him what he thinks she wants, then
Yeah, he'll give us his own thought instead of
Yeah.
facts. I'm guessing they at least have talked before they killed each other, so maybe he heard something.
I mean, even, like that's why I want to ask what he thinks. Because even if she didn't talk, we could hear his perspective on what happened.
Yeah, even if they didn't talk, he would maybe reveal to us something that the queen has that Delilah might want. Maybe the queen is like in a slumber and shouldn't be woken
All
up.
right, we will ask this question then. We will ask him what he wants, what
Right.
Delilah wants, but not specifically but Delilah, but what
does
does
he
your assailant want from
What-
the queen?
What does
Yeah.
he think she wants?
Yeah.
Mhm.
The body shudders once more. Teeth burying themselves as the mouth corners pull up in a snarl. To the question, what does he think she wants? The unnamed spawn answers. My place.
Is
My
Yes,
place?
Mark.
is that the answer?
I
Is
wasn't
it
done
so?
yet, but
Oh.
like you.
Sorry.
No,
I
I
also
thought that was such a pause where I'm like, is that it?
Yeah, sorry. Okay,
Mark,
let's go.
things don't go so fast.
No,
Yeah,
I
he's
get it.
dead,
Sorry,
Mark. Give him a
sorry.
moment.
He's dead. Give the man a fucking pause. Give the man a break. He, literally, his organs are like out of his body. Like, what the fuck?
Sorry, no, I go ahead. Sorry.
Let's see this guy.
Cornelia sighed. Her champion.
That was her fucking champion.
My place, Cornelia's side.
So she wants to become her champion. So this guy was her champion,
And
and he got murked.
cool.
So we go back to the Enclave and we tell Cloud that he can go get the killer himself. I am just gonna go back to my studies now.
We can't.
We can't. I'm just, fucking Delilah killed a level 20 Necromancer's champion, and then we're here and we're like, wow, level 4 party of demigods, let's go.
The time to kill Delilah is what I'm hearing. Like,
We
I don't
can't.
know anything about her, this queen either, though. So, like, what if this queen be like super hell nice?
I mean, we know that she is one of the 9 mages of the democracy, so she's probably not super hell nice. We know she's a necromancer, so that adds 2 onto the counter. The way no way nice necromancer, but that's another story. She, I think, killed most likely a lot of people. White Sun Crusade. Many died. She has a pit full of ghouls. Somehow she made those ghouls. Most likely with soldiers of the White Sun. I'm assuming things. I don't think.
Cornelia's army, according to Jace, was over 1,000 undead.
There you go. She can control 1,000 undead. I don't know how she does that, but it's probably not a good sign. I don't think they do spring cleaning with those 1,000 undead.
Very good for keeping your dusty ass caves clean, though.
100%, yeah. Picking up, clean all those rune Titanic bones. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
That's fucking yeah. That's terrifying.
so we now have to look for this place.
Yes, we'll have to look for the place, and we'll have to find a way how to stop a person, woman, creature, elven, warrior, whatever Delilah is, from getting to this vault and doing whatever she wants to do with Corvillia. If this was Corvillia's champion and it's laying down with its guts out, I don't think we're gonna have a better chance. Although we ought to try at least.
Victoria, like, he just has just the worst expression.
Happy
on his-
face.
No,
No,
no, it's
yeah,
just
no.
he just looks done with everything, and he's like,
What a mood.
I think that if we are to somehow deal with this fucking situation, we are somehow going to have to talk and rely upon that fucking Inquisitor without them fucking finding out who we are.
Well, we might be able to solve that situation. I don't believe the Inquisition has put a name on my head, unless my name was mentioned during the fight, the Judicati, or unless Judicatis instantly know the name of the creatures they lay eyes upon. I might be able to conversate with this Inquisitor. The difficult part will be to explain how we know that she's an Inquisitor.
Tokas, no offense, but I feel like the Inquisition would literally hate your type of people the most out of all of us.
I blink.
Well, no, probably
What's-
me, then you.
What does that mean?
You might not be an Arcanist Inquisition, but that's the only reason any of us were targeted.
Well,
Okay, I
she
might
is
have.
in an. Yeah, sorry, go on.
No, I won't. Never mind. Go ahead.
She is in, in an enclave filled with people that go delving into a mountain covered in horrors. I imagine she knows already that there's a bunch of spellcasters into this group.
She's also from the ancient blood, so
Mm,
she doesn't really care about that, I imagine. At least
She
not
might,
to the
hopefully.
same
to the
extent.
extent of someone else.
The main fucking issue is that she's had direct contact with Thomason. Well, direct letters.
Well, Thomason doesn't know me specifically, doesn't he?
No,
It's-
but if they at any point have sent letters in regards to, oh, how's that hunt for those missing escaped prisoners going? Oh, that one Witcher, that one Dragonborn, the one preacher, and, well, the one Morensian.
Well, we are out of one
I look
Morensian.
at Vasily as if he is a Morensian.
Vasily looks uncomfortable.
Mhm.
No, he's Novostoyan, not uncomfortable.
I. Right. Yep. To my mind, with the information we have, I think that we are most likely gonna have to try and somehow deal with that and work that out. I don't know how. Everything hinges on if she is actually aware or not, based on whatever letters she has been sending to Thomason before.
Be she aware or not, she has a mission to accomplish. So I imagine she will care more about that than the pesky fugitives of another Inquisitor that couldn't catch them.
We could even work together if you think about it.
Well, yes, in a sort of way they might, in another way they might not.
If
If
they're willing to accept us around and asking questions, they'll hopefully be willing to let us join them.
Yes, well, I have to agree with that, Zarius. If she knew of our group, she would have already seen a green dragonborn, a priest, and a witcher walking around the town.
Excuse me? Are you colorblind?
Oh, black dragonborn. My apologies. It's kind of difficult to see within this darkness, you see. I don't really
Lawrence
see
has a
colors.
light.
Oh, he does?
It's blue.
I haven't really... Well, that explains it then.
It's basically my will-o-wisp impersonator.
You have captured a will-o-wisp. But yeah, Tokus will mention that if she had any beef with us, she would have already done something because we've been there for months, I think.
Yeah. Well, let's. I get. How are we? Even if we're then going back, how are we explaining Vasily?
Well,
Because
we
we
will
still.
The other spawn up.
we'll bring up the body and we'll
Oh,
explain
that's
the
a good
situation.
idea. That's a fantastic idea.
This
just-
is unobjectively a vampire.
We just frame him. So it
Mm.
looks at the corpse.
He's like, there's no fucking
Yes, I am
point.
all for framing him. Please.
He's like,
He did it.
it's like, what's
Not
the
up to me.
fucking point of framing him if we've already told Cloud and others that no, had a chat with the spirit, it's totally a tall, pale, elven-looking woman.
And this sounds so.
Pointy ear. Vasily
Wait.
says, crouching down and pointing at the tiny,
I'm,
hip
can
ear
I-
on the guy.
Well,
Like
Vittorio,
a little bit of female, looks.
I like
Oh.
go over. I go next to Vasily and I'm like, vampires are notorious for using glamours and shape shifting. I pinch Vasily's fucking invisible ear.
Is that you?
there is plenty of magical abilities that can masquerade one's appearance. That can be explained in such a way. We might also be just straightforward and tell the truth.
Yeah,
Do you like telling the truth?
I usually do, yes.
don't see the point of trying to put it on this vampire.
Because they want bodies.
Yes, they
and-
want bodies. They can have this one, and when we
Wait.
tell
Sorry,
what,
Go ahead. So go ahead.
and we can tell them about what the actual killer is trying to do, which will affect the entire enclave, the entire mountain, and then we'll try and deal with that as well.
And what if they're not satisfied? What if they say that a single dead body that is not the culprit is not enough, and we promised we'd come back with the culprit and we don't have it? What will we do then? Let Mr. Baron here get strung up on a stake?
I would not like that. Can we go back to the time where we blame him?
I mean, I was thinking, right? Like, one of the problems is that he's indeed not a tall. Well, a woman and tall.
That is true. Those are two characteristics he's missing.
What if we just bring his head? And I melt his head.
I look at the head. Does it look even remotely woman-like?
I have
Yeah,
a
no,
picture
no.
of him.
It's
I
like,
mean, I could think that's a woman if I wanted
No.
to believe it.
this sounds gross, and I really don't want to, but what if I were to spit acid over his face?
I am starting to believe that that's a bit too obvious. I mean, if we only bring the head, and it's also conveniently scarred so much you can't really find any defining features.
No, but you have the
Could we-
teeth. That's the most important
Maybe.
part in this situation. They don't know how the woman looked like. They just need to see the mouth.
I believe so. The mouth also has half-forked teeth. Do you want to carve those out as well?
No, but it also it has sharp. They're sharp, right?
Yeah, but there's fangs and tusks as well.
Yeah, we don't need to pull out the tusk. We just have a mouth.
But we have
And either
a orc
way,
head with
either-
acid splatter onto it.
either way, we either we'll be honest, or we present this.
Yeah, that is a choice that we need to make: honesty or a white lie, so to speak.
If we're framing someone, this is, I think, the way to do it is to mutilate this face until it can no longer be seen. But I'm quite for honesty. I trust Cloud. I know the Baron doesn't, and I know some of you might not, but
Well, I barely fucking talk to them, but we're literally not gonna get anywhere if we just decide to frame this dead vampire. All right?
It wouldn't stop us from pursuing Delilah on our own. It would actually alleviate the weight of the responsibility that we have. But I agree
I
with
have more
Zarius.
time, yes?
Yes,
Baron,
but I agree with Zarius. I would like to tell the truth, especially because they deserve it.
I would like
Baron,
the truth, the version of the truth that is not going to get me fucked. You understand?
Vasily, what if we bring Ninkwe?
Ningque? What did
And,
she have to do with it?
well, nothing with the attack, but Ninkwe is willing to give you blood, right?
I'm
What?
start to sweat.
What?
She's not, though, Mark.
Oh, she's not. Oh, then
Not a
I keep
character.
getting in my head that
Yeah,
we asked her
no,
to give her
no.
blood.
What
She gave
happened
a
was,
few amples, I think.
yes, where Lawrence was, of course, very truthful and not holding any information back, and said that he
Yep, I
needed
need
blood
test
to
your
test
blood.
to
Yeah.
test it. Yes. Hmm.
Are you willing to bite me, Vasily?
That's
No,
an
and
out of place question.
I
I feel like your scales would hurt my teeth.
yes, but we need in what I think we need to do is prove that Vasily would never need to drink from.
Uh, we could. Well, logically, he cannot be the culprit. For
So
there
you
are
try
no.
to prove that I don't drink, that I don't need to drink another person because I bit you? Do they think
No,
I am some sort of
well,
savage who bites people? What the
no.
hell?
Drink from me. Do you not do that in a bite?
Why would I do it in a bite? You could literally just make a little nick and then I could just put it in a glass. What are you, some sort of savage?
I don't know. I thought that's what the teeth were for.
Vampire, not a fucking monster.
Yes. Well, besides this argument, we can't use logic with them. We have already appurated that. We
We
know that the
can.
body has no wounds on it, yet the blood was drained, and we now know that there has to be a wound from which the blood is drained. So logically, it cannot have been the Baron. But they cannot accept that because they need to find a culprit.
I think
If
we need to confront Cloud with
yeah,
Vasily.
if oh
What if
boy,
there was a wound but they did not find it?
Well, if they didn't find it, it still means that they don't know about any wound. So, in their knowledge, the body doesn't have a wound on it.
This is true.
I think I can convince. I think I was close before, but
Well, if you're sure that you convince him, that would be great. So we don't have to lie,
I'm
because I
never
really don't
sure.
like lying.
But I think we need to come to Cloud with the truth.
I agree. I would like to do so.
hmm and if for whatever reason they're not fine with it, you can always try and convince them that if they publicly would like to accuse this corpse that this was the killer, which will then give us the extra time to find the actual one and deal with them not waking up an ancient mage,
Yeah.
necromancer, vampire, whatever she is.
She's
I
in the mountain, right?
We feel like it's a little bit too much, you know.
I agreed until the latter part. I don't think Vasily will go through a process. They might as well
What?
just tear him apart.
What process are you?
Well, you said that if they decide to publicly proclaim him the murderer, we have more time, right?
Well, I
The-
think they meant the corpse. I know that I
Yes,
look quite
Yeah.
pale and like deathly pale, but I am not in fact the corpse.
I
yes,
see. I was
the
missing this.
corpse.
I think I'm quite offended by this.
Because at this point, sure, the main person that needs to be convinced or just that want something is Cloud in this case. But there's going to be the problem of the rest of the people in the Enclave as well.
There
Eh,
will be a problem for
But
sure.
I still think we should just go for the honest fucking answer. That's, well, not answer. You know what I mean.
The truth, yeah.
And take it from there. I
Yes.
suppose it will be the best thing to do.
And I imagine
Um,
that once we've actually dealt with that somehow and talked to Balon, I don't think he's gonna be very happy about hearing about Corvillia and all
Well, it
that.
might change the situation since we are pulling out stakes that are much bigger than a single deceased woman in an enclave.
Yeah, in any case, we need to still explore this place before we actually leave.
I don't know how much time we want to put into it, but we need to be quick.
We do need to be quick. We could take a couple of hours and head back.
Yeah. Well, if we're going to explore, mind if I try something? I walk to the
Would you like?
Oh, go ahead.
Hey, like, would you like to say what this something is before trying it?
I,
Fair
I
point.
walk towards the urn with the dragon on it.
Did it? Zorish,
I'm not opening it. I'm not opening it before anyone worries. I'm just going to feel it.
why do you have a tendency of trying to feel everything lately? Is this a new trend?
I'm no. Ever since the thing happened with Lawrence, I'm starting to. I want to learn more about how to do what I did.
I the only suggestion I could give you is that maybe you should blindly try to feel random things because it might do the same thing that happened to Lawrence. And I mean, I don't want to see the bunch of angry dragon bones. I don't think I will ever do that. I hope, but maybe you should plan it out a bit instead of walking in the dark like you're doing now.
I'm back. Sorry, my neighbors knocked.
It's like
Hello, neighbors.
plan it out. Like, what do you mean plan it out?
Plan it out. I mean, so far you've just done thing very recklessly. The first thing that pop up to mind, you did it. And as Vittoria mentioned, you don't really talk about it. You just do it and then you apologize, which is
Well,
not really a
I'm
good
saying it
attitude.
now.
But not yes.
But planning it out, there's nothing. I don't know what I'll encounter until I open up to something. There's no planning it out.
Well, have you tried?
What do you want me to plan?
Have you read a book about it, for example?
I've learned the basics. What this is.
The basics. But have you explored it any further?
My mom taught me about it when I was younger.
Well, here's my proposal. Maybe you should find someone that can teach you a bit more. If someone taught you once, I'm sure there's someone that can teach you
Well,
again.
my mom, she took a lot of risk. She couldn't do it. She just kind of did it with book knowledge.
And maybe someone with book knowledge exists. You know, we have an entire library at our disposal here at the end.
I know, but if I don't do this here, do you think I should first go back, then go 2 days back? I don't think after we deal with the situation with Vasily, and then go right after Delilah, I don't think we'll get back to this place.
Tukas frowns at you. Oh, I surely will. There's an entire skull I need to talk to.
Because if we're going through with the plan to chase Delilah, we're talking with an Inquisitor and telling
Yes.
her
Well,
that we're here.
we're not gonna do any weird rituals in midst of
No,
our sort of quest.
no, but we know she's in contact with the guy chasing us.
Yes, and I've already told you this. If she cared about our group, or if she knew about our identity, she would already send the Arcanist Inquisition to take us up, and she didn't. Meaning that either, since we lost the Morensian, they can't recognize us anymore, or she doesn't know about us.
Yeah, but she
met
will
her.
once. Yeah, she will once we might introduce ourselves. Like if we introduce ourselves, right? Even if she doesn't know about us, and then says, "Wow, I got helped by Black Dragonborn, Witcher." You know, that starts to connect some dots to anyone with a bit of.
Yes, that might happen, but we're talking about chances. We don't know if she even cares about the lot of us to describe
No,
it to
but
an Inquisitor. It's her job, by the way.
anyone else? I mean, I don't want to immediately leave someplace again, but I don't think it's a good idea to stick around after we, you know, made it. Talk to an inquisitor that is in contact with another inquisitor.
I have a thought on the matter. Perhaps we could go back and we could say that there's not one, but there's two vampires.
And send her on an endless search
Oh,
for
no.
vampires.
We go back, we say there's not one, but two vampires. And that were working together, right? And then we were able to defeat one of them, but the other one escaped. And
Mhm.
then we can say we spoke, we used magic to speak to the corpse, and based off this stuff that the vampire has on them, it seemed to be it seemed to be related to insert ancient vampire here. And then everyone in town's like, oh damn, ancient vampire here is still around. Be talking about it. Local inquisitor on the hunt for such a vampire perks ears up. No way, that's exactly what I'm looking for. And will chase after Delilah themselves.
That
But
is a doable plan, but I don't think that's the problem risen
that's
up
not
here.
what I. Yeah, no. If we're
That
talking,
way, we get some blood, per se. People get some blood. We know there's a culprit out there. And there
well,
is someone that is not us working to resolve it.
yeah, but
I read
that's
this in a
not what
book. It's called a false flag attack.
I think that's a great idea on the thing we were talking about previously, but we're now talking
I know
about
you're talking about this urn.
no.
Well,
That's also further back now.
thinking about it is, I mean, Lawrence has a point. If we are not the ones to ask for the Inquisitor's cooperation, but she seeks out the vampire herself, she won't have any reason to mention us to the Arcanist Inquisition,
but
meaning
what
that we won't be in danger.
yeah, but how are how are we then I'm this is a lot of assumptions.
Well, we're assuming logical things. If we don't change our relations to her so far, she hasn't really said anything about the Arcanist Inquisition to us because we are still here after months. If we don't talk to her, we don't mention her in any way, we simply spread the rumor of this ancient vampire. Since she's on a quest and talking about undead with everyone in the settlement, we've heard about it. Most likely, one of the settlers will tell her that there is this ancient vampire and another most likely ancient vampire looking for it, and she'll most likely go chase for them.
Not to mention the people at the inn will be speaking about it, the inn that she's staying at.
I get what you mean. I just the idea that yeah, I mean I get we've been here a month, but the idea just to keep taking that risk, I don't know.
Well, it's a risk everywhere if you think about it. The Inquisition can travel from the north to the south to everywhere you can look. It's just
mean,
about knowing that they're there or not.
I mean, once we get through the mountains, the problem will be significantly less.
Are you sure about that?
The Inquisition has a lot of reach, yeah, and everywhere, but the further we get from Ember Kern, the lesser that reach becomes, because then they have to compete with other nations their influence.
Well, of course, but we can't
Exactly.
always stay away the furthest corner of the country, or well, the continent, just to avoid the Inquisition.
You say that I've been doing that for a solid 3 years. It's been working out very well until the moment I decided to not do that anymore.
Well, maybe you were just doing it in the wrong way.
I think we are getting off topic.
Yes.
Does anyone have any further counterpoints to my idea? Because I think it's our most solid bet.
I think well, no.
Well, there might be a problem in it.
Go ahead,
If
Tokes.
we do not speak to the Inquisitor ourselves and sort of, let's say, seed clues for her to chase and arrive at the conclusion that she has to find this ancient vampire, we will have to go on this quest as well, being the ones that have promised a murderer to Cloud and everyone else. And we won't know if the Inquisitor will succeed alone at slaying this ancient vampire. Two of them, actually, if it is true that Delilah is trying to join Corvelia's ranks. We might have to go there as well, and we might stumble upon each other as well. And if we stumble upon each other in non-friendly circumstances, so to speak, it might get a lot more difficult.
What about our responsibility to the Dreamlanders?
There is also that.
Then we can go deal with the Dreamlanders.
Hmm?
Will we be allowed to?
I didn't hear what you said, Wayne.
Oh, I said basically we would be free to then like try to deal with what happened to the Dreamlanders. And
No,
investigate
I mean,
that.
Delilah is part of the Dreamlanders. Well, I mean, I think.
I do believe so.
Uh,
She is a fiancée of sorts to Abraxas. I heard they went on a date in Graffenton, something like that.
Lawrence will say, I don't exactly recall Mazati jumping up and down about her.
Azarius kind of immediately gets like a. That the moment when someone says something painful, you kind of pull that face.
I mean, did he even ask about her, Zarius? Was he just interested
You-
about the others that disappeared down the hole and if Helbjorn was alive?
Well,
he
Didn't
was
he
kind
ask?
of in a rush.
Kind of in a rush, kind of important detail, no?
well, thinking about it, Lawrence, if this Delilah has the strength of murdering the champion of one of the ninth archmages, I'm sure Mazati is not worried about her. He might be
Yeah, but
more worried
Mazati
about.
doesn't know that. I didn't know she was that strong. You didn't know.
Well, Mazati has been
Well,
with her all
Mazati-
the time, so
And Mazati is a well-known individual. Like he knows things.
he's also, well, the handler of the Dreamlanders. So if she's part of that group, I'm sure Mazati knows his subordinates well enough.
Yeah. Either way, I think that whatever we're going to do, let's first explore this place. I prefer
Yes.
to witch site this urn. Toka
Well,
says I shouldn't.
it's my opinion. But then if you feel, if your heart tells you that it's a good thing to do, I will not stop you.
Well, you wanted to open it.
It was just
Darius,
curiosity,
you've
Cyrus.
already used it in this area before.
Yeah, I mean, yes, on the bones. Oh, I didn't feel anything specific from this.
No.
Okay,
Oh,
all right. So this is like,
ironical. Delete conversation of 2 hours.
no. So Zara's is like, now that I think back, there is
Not that I remember. Actually, I felt nothing.
If only
No,
you
no,
knew
it's-
that,
Cannot
Zari's-
learn new information.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So Zari's thinks back for a moment. Well, actually, now that the urn would he does like a little thing with his fingers. The urn would have been in range of my feeling the dragon bones, and I felt nothing. So that probably means that whatever's in it that won't feel, even if I focus on it. So
well,
I
then
guess that's worked out.
I suppose that works it out. I will go check the giant skull in the middle of a pile of bones. If you hear me scream, then it means that there might be some golems made of bones or some other things.
I mean, I'm going with. I mean, why are we all not going with?
I thought you were
Unless-
not interested, but I suppose you can join, yes.
I'm maybe not interested in what's going on. I am interested in you guys, your safety.
That makes sense.
Also, wait, does someone have to stay with Baron Vasily? Because I know Vasily's is uncomfortable.
Oh, yes, you might be.
I'm very uncomfortable. Please don't make
Oh,
me
you're
go back
uncomfortable.
there.
Delphine, could you maybe Vittorio, is it okay if Delphine looks after Vasily?
She has already been doing it for a while.
I guess.
Okay. Can you, if you two mind, do you want to like take a couple of steps out with Vasily?
Okay. Well. He looks at you and then at Vasily. Vasily still looks uncomfortable.
I'm gonna
Now look
smile.
at him.
I'm gonna smile. Just say, "Good job, Delphine. You've been doing a great job at protecting him." And for Vittoria's sake, not a scratch on her head, Vasily.
What do you mean? I don't need protection.
Are you
Can
sure
look
about
after
that? Do you
myself.
want us to leave you alone?
No.
Oh, yeah, all
You
right.
don't, but you need company. So just you can.
Yes, we smart. It's not protection. It's just company.
His nose crunches up slightly. He looks at Delphine.
Hey,
All right then.
all right, just wait on us. You know, don't
We'll
go.
wait.
All right, thanks. When an angry mob or monster comes shouting, you know where we are.
All right then. He looks at Delphine. Do you know any game? Delphine shakes her head.
Okay.
All right.
I
March.
I jokingly put my arm out for Lawrence.
Squeeze.
Lawrence had a 15-foot lantern this entire
I
time.
know,
Yeah.
I know, but that's how he walked in the cave previously. So that's what it does.
You were a very goofy goober. All
All right,
right.
let's go.
Uh,
I don't see Vittorio anymore, so let's now I do.
All right, Lawrence.
Mhm.
What are you going to do? Because the other party just walked away.
Yeah, I'm assuming I will be moving with the rest of the party up to that skull that they want to look at. I'm not gonna walk around on my lonesome.
Okay.
wise
Stay
idea.
with them then. They are currently at another place at the mummified statues.
That was. Is it up here or is it
Mm-hmm.
there? Can't really see.
Need to go up.
You go up. Okay.
Amber, where exactly are Vasily and Delphine waiting? Are they waiting at...
Like near the entrance.
Yeah.
Okay, is the body with them?
Yeah,
Or
like
am
are you going to carry it with you?
I mean, that was my question, if they are near the body, or otherwise I'll just have to carry it with me, literally.
You can literally just leave the body with them and they will
Okay,
look after it.
Nice.
very well. The manacles stays on during...
During
During
exploring.
the
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna leave Crawley with them with the instructions to come get me if anything happens
Okay.
to these two.
Mm-hmm. He will have to walk because he can't communicate with you at the distance that you're at.
Yeah,
Damn. No telepathy.
I know he's very fast.
Tokas, keep up. What if Delilah has been here the entire time?
In the
just
skull,
listening?
yes, of course. She's just been listening through the skull. You know.
Well, I point towards where we can see the liquid, and like, well, I'm not able to see that far, you know.
I suppose you're right.
Where's Vittorio? Oh, under Lawrence.
He's hiding
You're
under Lawrence for
standing on
cover.
him. You're
Yeah, I mean,
standing on
after
him.
Amber let me bump my strength up to 16, I'm kind of just
A
built
Chad
different
now.
compared
Do
to
we-
other casters.
Do we want to attempt to cave in its skull as well and see if there's another heart, or is that not a idea we have?
Well, it's
Does
what
it
I'm
have a
going to
rune
try.
glowing on its head again?
There's a fucking terrible smell where you guys are standing. There's a smell of rot and sulfur which rises from this thick, bubbling tar. The pit to your left.
I'll put something in my nose. Don't want to smell it.
There is a as every now and
Oh,
again
I'm in there, actually.
a geyser of hot tar erupts from the pit and sprays up into the air.
That's concerning.
I mean, it's a tar pit.
It's a tar pit indeed.
It's quite concerning.
And dark powers are at it again, making
Tar
industry
powers.
exist.
Oh no, it's Industrial Revolution.
Uh,
Truly.
Amber, does this hand look like a solid platform I could go onto?
Yeah, it looks like a platform.
Platform time.
If I see Tokas start going for that, I'm literally going to. I just put a hand on Tokas's shoulder. It's like,
Look up. Hey,
hold.
This is a terrible idea.
He's like, hold still, and he's gonna like pull out the what's it called, the like the harness from the climber's kit, and it's just
Boom pack.
holds it up, and it's like, all right, put this on. I'll attach the rope.
Get in the baby suit.
I think. I'm still not used to having the moth around. Like, you usually just get this to fly me around. Alright. Blip. I clip the harness on my whatever things I'm wearing.
Yeah, and I'll attach a rope to this, and I will make sure that I can pull if like he starts falling or something. I imagine there's nothing to actually tie the rope around or get some traction. I don't know. Are these just normal rocks or are they stalagmites?
They are rocks.
Okay, very well.
Alright. I would like to get on the hand and as close as possible with the skull.
Right.
I'm going to point at the ring that's on the hand and ask Tokas if he wants to identify that first.
The one in the dragon's hand or the skeleton or the giant's hand?
Oh, I
Oh,
thought it
the
was on
dragon.
the giant's hand.
I thought it was on the dragon.
No, it's on the dragon.
No, it's on the
Show on the map.
dragon's hand. It's here, like on
Can
this.
actually, that's a great question. I should have asked this before I jumped. Can I like take a look at the hand and see if it's gonna crumple down if I jump onto it?
Double check it's not Vecnus. He needs that.
I don't think
Sure.
it's Vectus. It's a bit too big. What would that be?
Make
Emma?
a structural integrity check.
I'll just do this, and then you tell me how much I have.
Okay. Try geometry.
Yes.
It's not going to be able to hold a lot of weight, Tokas, but you don't weigh a lot.
I don't weigh a lot. That's right. I'll go zoom. And I'll
But did you leave the siege metal ram? 'Cause it's
Yes,
following
I'm
you.
not gonna bring 200 pounds of metal ram on a
Stay.
bone hand. Stay, buddy. Pat.
Okay, he stays.
Blessed.
And you climb onto the hand.
I'm onto the hand. How close can I get to the skull?
I mean, if you want, you can jump on top of it and, like, you know.
I can?
I don't think your strength is, like, very high.
See, that's
But,
why I'm
like,
asking.
see the cope, you're gonna have to make a check if you want to not land in, like, his orbital socket.
See then cope.
Man, this is difficult. I have a better idea. Should I miss this step on it?
Now this situation reminds me of the time I bled on Normandy Beach.
Yes,
Um,
of course.
What?
I was at Normandy
When you
Beach.
stormed
and there was
Normandy?
I was at Normandy Beach and there was this big rock with a plaque on it, but it's so degraded because it's right next to the sea and the plaque's made out of copper. Forehead. But like you can make it out if you got close. The problem is this big rock was surrounded by like it looked like a basically like a sinkhole, and there was just a lot of water in it, and I didn't want to wade through it. So I was like, that's fine, I can make that jump. So I did a big old run up and I jumped onto it. Slapped my hand onto like I don't know a barnacle or something that was there. Just
Damn. That's
hand
pretty
got
bad.
cut open.
Alright, I'm gonna first do the science guy approach. I'll pull out Rickus's heart and I'll see if it reacts to anything at this distance.
No, your item does not respond to anything.
It doesn't. Alright.
I've never seen it react to anything.
Well, I haven't seen more than one Rune Titan before. That's
That's true.
the point. Alright, time to do a different thing. I'm going to Misty Step on the forehead of this skull.
Yeah, forehead.
Forehead. So from there, I would like to do this. Boom, nasal bridge. Hello.
Alright.
I look at your nasal bridge. Can I search for secret tunnels, other shards of a possible heart, things that might link to it, things like that.
Sorry, you mean make an investigation check?
I will spend another inspiration because this is important to me.
Mhm.
Let's
That is
go.
a fair thing to do.
Damn, I could do this though.
Yeah, I don't know what important you have. Actually, you have like a nat 20, I think.
No, it was for the Amber killed me because it was during our travel,
Oh,
so I
right.
couldn't spend it in anything. I am crying.
Sad.
I'm gonna believe.
I mean,
Okay, that's decent.
All right.
DC 30. That's that.
Uh, is this a mechanical?
Mhm.
It's not with history. It's investigation.
A sec. Can I get the thing that I'm looking for, please? Right. Do 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 do.
Do 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 do.
All right. So, guys, you begin searching the skull, I guess, for any possible entryways or a means of getting down to where the heart of this creature would be. The others, I guess, are just anxiously standing around and waiting.
Yeah, I'm holding the
Yeah.
rope and just
Yeah,
kind
Vittoria's
of.
holding the rope like you're like a toddler on a leash, you know.
Yeah.
I'm having some major flashbacks to
Dangling.
when I was a child.
Just kind of like having a listen every now and again as well in different
Zarsley's
directions.
curiously looking this direction, kind of wanting to see if maybe Delilah's just chilling here and we've
There's
never
bubbles in
seen
the top. Yeah, you see Delilah with like a snorkeling set. I haven't seen me yet.
Oh, Vittoria, okay, you'll make me a perception check. I don't know what everything I listened for, but yeah.
Oh,
Creatures of the night.
I mean, yeah, I was just a general,
Phantoms.
just having, on the lookout if anything is there approaching. But yeah,
Yeah, maybe someone shouts "bat" in the distance. Maybe an anvil woman.
Alright. You're standing there with your rope in hand. Tokas is standing there, like, on the nose bridge, like, pretty much straddling it, you know, trying to peek inside the orbital sockets, like, can I go through here? Is this the way? Look
Hello?
inside the
Hello?
nose, like, is anyone home?
Hello, Tok Tok.
It makes this awful noise sometimes.
Sweats.
Anyhow.
Any whomst.
Victoria, as you're having a look out and a listen, and Tokas, as you're having a look.
What?
Victoria, you hear only silence. Can you hear the ball?
Yeah, I just pulled the volume up a bit.
Alright.
I'm getting.
And then a tremor,
Oh,
a slight vibration at your feet, which grows within less than a second to a tremor. The bone pit heaves and crumbles, sending gouts of dust and shards into the air. As some of the larger pieces begin to sink away into the soil, another makes itself known. as breaching the upper layers of the pit is a horn, followed by a mole. Cerulean armor plates, a frilled carapace, and a short but stocky body that crackles with energy. What breaches this bone pit?
Goodbye, guys. It's been nice to know you.
Yeah.
Looks like this.
That is
Like
literally.
bones?
Oh,
I see
what
nothing.
the
That is a
fuck?
Oh.
dolphin, a bird, a rhinoceros, and something else
What
put
is-
together.
Oh, I know what. I recognize that.
How?
At least
And it is
I know-
something that we will look into next week.
Oh
damn it.
boy.
I can't do normal exploration. That abominations need to spawn in my bone pit. Please.
I'm gonna be real with you. This ain't your bowl pit.
I know it's the same my bone pit. It's his bone pit. I know that very well.
Find out next week what happens to stargazers who go diving into the hunting grounds of a blue bullet.
Yay! I love
What the
bullets.
fuck is that?
I'm gonna die, but I'm so happy.
You are gonna die. I'm on top of this skull. You are not gonna die. I am gonna die.
Until that
Oh.
time, thank you for listening and
Yeah.
being here.
Why? Thank you for hosting instead. It's been a amazing session.
Yes,
We got some
that's
stuff
great.
done.
we did.
We got stuff, good stuff done.
I love bullet blades.
Next time, look at me melting into stone and realizing that's a bullet, and it will just eat me through it.
Look at Tokus melting with stone and realizing he's standing on a skull.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's the point. We'll see what happens.
Can you even get out like Misty without Misty Step?
Yes, I can.
Yeah.
Right, it'll be a problem.
Well, indeed, as Gabe said, thank you for hosting, Amber, and thank you to our viewers for sticking around and watching. And yeah, next time we will see if we live or die.
Never die.
All right. Well, I suppose we'll see you next Friday.
See you next Friday.
Is it Friday yet?